Well, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today, we have a very special guest. Mr. Kyle Camarillo is with us.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Kyle.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure to have you.
Dude, I'm stoked.
Bro,
Yeah.
we're stoked.
Yes,
Thank you.
Definitely.
Glad to have you here, Kyle.
Listen, I always say that these are my favorite episodes. I wish these are the episodes that get 100,000 to 1,000,000 views. You know, no, for real, because I love the filmers' takes on it, the photographers' take on it, all the behind the scenes that goes into getting a video out, getting production out like that. It's fascinating. They tell the stories that the skaters don't tell.
I mean, I agree. I love all the ones you guys have put out
Oh, thank
of
you.
all the filmers and photographers. You
Oh,
know,
they're great.
I've listened to all of those.
Hell yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's probably like the ones that I will make sure I'm watching. I mean, I'll watch the other ones too. You know, for reals. I'm not just saying that.
Okay.
But like, you know, I mean, dude, there's so many interesting things. And I don't know if that's just me being a skater or me being a skateboard filmmaker.
Yeah. I think
But
it's a little bit of both.
I think it's a little bit of both,
a little
for
bit of
sure.
both.
Yeah.
But how's everything going in the world of Kyle?
It's good, man.
Yeah?
It's good. Yeah. It's different.
Okay.
Big
What do you mean
change.
different. But what are big changes we talking about?
Well, we just moved down here to Los Angeles.
Nice.
Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So-
from the Bay?
From San
Actually-
Francisco.
Can't believe you made that move. I never thought you would ever do it.
I escaped it for many years. Many years.
Why the move now? What's going on?
So I got a good offer from the fine people at New Balance in America.
Yes.
Okay, they
Sick.
are very fine people.
Yeah,
by
dude.
the way,
It's crazy.
great crew over there.
It's crazy, man. I'm really fortunate and lucky to be where I am. So, you know,
so-
if anyone was gonna get me down here, it would be this situation. So
Yeah.
I'm stoked, man.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
How is it you? Because you got a wife, right?
Mhm.
And a kid.
I've got a son, 3-year-old.
Congrats on that.
Thank you. Yeah.
So,
Hell yeah.
how was it for moving for them? Was it okay? Did your
We were ready for a change. I mean, we had
Mm.
a small apartment that Kelly stayed at before in
Mhm.
San Francisco.
Oh, you were
for-
at the same one for that whole time?
Dude, we were there for I think 10 years.
Wow.
So you throw a kid in the mix into a tiny apartment that you got to climb upstairs to. That you're like, this is nuts.
yeah?
So that was we were already like, where could we move? And we had talked about LA, so it wasn't like completely out of, you know. Well, I mean that was actually what brought it around. Is I finally was like, okay, let's consider LA and see what opportunities there could be. And so that's when I talked to Tyrone from used to be a LRG, my good friend, you know what I mean? So I talked to him and I was like, hey, is there a job if I considered moving down there? Like we're considering it. And they were like, yeah, we have something open right now. If you want to apply for it, apply for it.
Wow.
So yeah, that was it.
What does that mean to apply for? You got to give out your resume. You got to. What do you need to do? Give them a sponsor.
Well, you know,
tape?
I mean, Ty's obviously got my back, and you know, we go pretty far back. And we're good friends,
yeah.
but it was more than that. You know, like it was talking with a lot of people and making sure everyone was
Down,
into it. And
right.
yeah,
That's
Well,
a corporate
you gotta
thing
get
too,
the
right?
sign-off.
So like,
Yeah.
you gotta.
But
like,
it's also a close knit crew over there. They only
Dude.
have like what 7 or 8 people.
that's the coolest thing about it.
Yeah.
I mean, to be working with a brand like that large, and to have that small of a group to put it together is so rad. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's.
I think that's
the
what's
best
making
way.
it work so well, though.
For sure.
Totally.
You know, they don't
Yeah,
have
definitely.
just 20 people working for them.
No, it's that
Imagine how
synergy
many-
and that nucleus amongst those dudes. They all familiar and know each other's like strong points.
Totally.
So
Totally. Yeah. I think, you know, there's not so many cooks in the kitchen. Like, it's
Yeah.
kind of like, okay, let's figure out what we want to do. You want to do this? Okay. Let's approve it by these few people.
yeah.
So, yeah, I think, you know, they were talking to a few other people, I believe. And I just kept trying. I just, this is what I want to do. This is what I can do. This is what I've done. And if you guys want, let's do it. And
I could do it for you.
yeah.
what was the job that you got?
I don't know if I necessarily have like a real title. To be honest, I'm actually hired on as like an agency
Okay.
to do all their video production. So I run the video department, which would kind of be it, but I'm not an employee of New Balance. They just kind of put me in charge of the video stuff. And
Right.
Sick. Okay.
Yeah, I've got Luke Murphy working with me, so I kind of just manage him and this dude Tim Savage from
Oh, yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super sick.
Sick.
So I got 2 rad dudes that I work with. You know, it's like pretty different for me, you know, like to be able to have people to, you know, can support the projects that I'm working on, and then I can support them in the projects they're working on. It's cool, man.
That's
That's it.
amazing.
It's a different it's different being a manager, but it's been really cool.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I mean, so you're going to be in charge of like the commercials and anything kind of video things they have going on.
Really anything video related
Right.
is what I'm putting
Right.
together. So
How does that work when you work with the filmers?
in terms of like Luke and Tim,
Yeah.
it's cool, man. I give them a lot of leeway in terms of what they've been doing. Luke does the most. Tim is mainly like with Brandon right now. He's with Brandon Westgate.
Okay.
So he like films him most of the time. And then Luke, it's pretty simple, man. I'm just like, hey, you know, we got this project. This is how we want it to look. This is what we need out of it. And he goes and accomplishes.
And so they send you the footage at the end of the day, and then you're editing it all?
I mean, we haven't had too many of that, but we've done a few like that for
Okay.
sure. Yeah, or vice versa, or I've had stuff filmed by like another filmer sent over.
Oh, okay.
And then I've had Luke edit it with my direction or whatnot. But
Oh.
but I don't want to sound too like, you know, the director guy. You
Yeah.
know, I want to try and make sure that those dudes have their voice too, and you know.
Absolutely. Empower them.
Yeah, totally,
Yeah.
man. I mean, that's all that happened to me. You know, like the only reason I'm in the position I am in now because, you know, people hooked me up and
Yeah.
and gave me a chance. You know, so there's nothing else you can do but pay it back.
Yeah, pay it forward, bro.
Also,
Or pay
you
it
got to
forward.
start off like that too, because you're going to take so much work on your own shoulders, and if you
Yeah.
don't delegate it out and
Oh,
have
dude.
everybody a part of it, it's just going to be, it's going to get daunting.
Dude,
Yeah.
maybe 10
you
years
know?
ago.
Yeah.
But now with a kid and everything, I'm like, okay, cool. And it's also nice. Like it's nice to be able to give people opportunities, and
Totally.
Definitely.
it's cool, man. It feels good.
That's amazing.
Sure.
Yeah.
So when did you start that?
It was technically the beginning of 2021. So yeah, we're not even in a full year in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, before that I did like a few projects with them, so I think we got the feel and they were into
Yeah.
it. So
Sick.
yeah, you know, they got like I think New Balance has a really cool like video vibe they've done, you know, pioneered by Russell Houghton.
Mhm.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Wow.
He's easily one of the top people in my book, so
He's great.
it's tough to do that, but yeah, I'm also excited.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks,
man.
I didn't even
Thanks.
know that. I was
Super
in.
sick.
I thought you were still.
Just running around.
Yeah, just running around, just up there in
Dude,
SF. you
What
know?
about I love the video you did with JK's
I
when
was
like,
just about to bring that up.
yeah, where
Oh,
it just
cool.
turned blue.
Yeah.
Mhm.
How the hell did you do that?
Dude, it's funny. Like a lot of people thought that was like in post production,
Mhm.
like that we painted it in post production, but we literally painted that entire sidewalk, wall,
Really?
everything there. Yeah. So I just kind of had the shoe was all blue.
Okay. Yeah.
So the idea was, let's have him just in these blue shoes and then come into this blue world. And they were like, yeah, do it. And that was kind of like my first like project that I kind of brought up, and they were like, yeah, do it. And I was like, okay, well, let's figure out how
how
the
do
hell
we do
this.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like permitting, getting building space, having like set builders.
Okay,
you know,
so it was
the whole
all a
thing.
set.
It was, but it was on the street in the Mission in San
How
Francisco.
so? How did you?
So
like what part? Because you said you painted the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You did all. Is it paint that you could just wash away?
Yeah,
Is
it was like kids paint.
Okay. Okay.
But we had to do like a bunch of different tests to see like what you could ride on without it like flaking, what would be washable, what would hold the color, because it had to be like generally close to the color of the shoe.
Mhm.
There was a little more into it, and then yeah, also just like how much paint you actually needed.
I was gonna say, where do you get that much children's
Yeah.
paint?
Dude,
Right.
it's crazy what you can find on Amazon.
Okay.
Like, dude, we got
Everything.
like giant barrels of blue paint.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild.
And then so you painted. So what you said? Half was a street, half was a set, right? So how?
I mean, set, but it was literally just the sidewalk. Like we literally. So my friends were working at Timbuktu Backpacks in San Francisco, and they have a really big building in San Francisco in the Mission, and they were like, yeah, you can use this space. We cleared it with the people upstairs, and you're good to go. So one weekend we just had Saturday to paint and Sunday to shoot, and we taped it off, and we built like a fake bike shop in the like roll up gate. So we made it so that you could roll down the gate and lock it at night. And then right behind it, we built this bike store. So you lift up the gate, you could pull the bike store out, and then we just had to like finish making it like into one piece. And so it was all painted and ready, but we had to paint the walls and then the sidewalk so that when the camera passed, it's just there's this perfect square of blue.
Wow.
Yeah,
How
it's
much how much of an area did you guys paint?
Maybe like, I don't know what, like 3 car spaces
Okay.
maybe.
That's still a lot.
It was a lot, dude.
Yeah.
It was a lot, and it was like bringing out the like the spray. I don't even know what it was called, like paint sprayer.
Okay.
Like and then
Like
but like
do little touch-ups.
somebody
Yeah.
using that, and then like other people using rollers, and like it was definitely like constantly painting, and then like a couple layers, and like I think we aimed to shoot at like noon, and I think we started at like 4 because it was like, oh, we need to do it again. We need to paint more. Yeah, it was nuts.
I mean, you got one day to shoot though.
Yeah.
It was like, and plus like permitting it.
Yeah.
So like, cause we had to make sure that there wasn't going to be any cars parked in the spots. So I had to permit like all these parking spots, and then also remove the cars that would be parking where the camera would be rolling. So yeah, there was a lot to it. But it all came together. Nick Ziegel is the creative director for Numeric, and he came down and he like helped me like kind of designed the set and picked out like things that we wanted and helped me paint, and yeah, it was cool, man.
Yeah, Nick's great.
Oh
Nick's
yeah,
great.
dude, it's great.
So how long did it take you to shoot the actual thing? A couple hours?
Oh, he ollied it like 40 times. Like it was a bike rack. I think it was 2 bikes. Yeah, 2 bikes on a bike rack, and he just ollied over the seats like.
It was
Okay.
huge.
He got popped.
Oh,
like,
yeah. He
that
did.
did nothing for him.
Crazy.
But why
good.
40 times?
Because he shot a photo with Darwin,
Okay.
Jake Darwin, and like, you know, another master at New Balance. It's Psycho.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah, they won by getting that dude.
Yeah.
For sure. Like, he's easily like, I think, the best photographer out right now.
He's super talented.
No, it's nuts. But he was like, you know, just making this photo perfect. And it's like, for Hayes, it was like, sure, you want me to ollie it again? You want me to ollie it again? You want me to, you know, like, it was nothing.
Damn.
Yeah, so I just kind of like waited, and they got their photo, and I was like, all right, you guys good? Like, oh, we're good. Okay, let's film it. And then just rolled it through. Maybe, I think he did it twice for me. And
That's it.
yeah, I was like, he did it once, and I was like, is that he's like, is that good? And I was like, well, I guess you want to do it again?
You're here.
Might as
Yeah.
well
fuck
do
it,
it one
do
more
it twice.
time.
So we did
Yeah.
it twice, and
Isn't that funny? It took a day and a half to set that whole thing up, and
Oh,
then
dude.
2 ollies, and
Yeah.
you're done.
oh yeah.
I mean, that's 10 minutes. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe you changed whatever you needed to do, but
Sure.
it's between the ollies, but
Yeah,
that's quick.
but then we had to take it down.
Oh, you didn't just leave?
Dude, they should have let it stay. They should have been like, paint it, because this is cool.
Right.
Dude, they fucked up by having us move it.
I mean, you're spraying everything down.
it was
You're disassembling the bike shop.
It was terrible. And it was so cool. Like, so many people walk by like, oh, what's up with this? Like, while we were painting it, you know? And like, yeah, they blew it. They should have left it, man. We should have painted it permanent, and it would have been cool.
That
man.
would have been
That
sick.
would've
Yeah.
been-
Even if it stayed up for like a month or 2.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
But
Well, you got to think though, that kind of paint, maybe if you leave it up, it turned decrepit, and
Dude,
then you got to remove it.
the side of the
eventually.
building is like,
Oh, so you actually did
horrible.
you did a
Did a
we
favor.
would
Service,
hooked,
yeah.
we hooked it up, and then we took it all off, and it was like, oh man, this
Back to
sucks.
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
back to the mission, man. But whatever,
Oh
that's
my
cool.
God.
It is
Well,
what it is.
For your first piece, is that your first piece that you did with him?
Yeah, that was like my first like, give us an idea.
Right.
You know,
well,
like-
it was great,
like
bro.
plan. Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
that
Thanks.
was really cool.
Glad you guys liked
Stood out.
it,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure.
Mm,
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm glad it's appreciated because there was definitely like a lot of work put into it, and everything came together. So I was stoked
Are you ever like second guessing yourself when you're doing it?
Oh.
Like, oh God,
constantly.
who's gonna watch this? Or like, what is this even worth it? Like,
Dude.
fuck.
So much, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, like every time I do get into a project, from the beginning to now, like every time I'm like, oh, what am I doing?
Yeah, but once it's done, you're like, whoo, this has turned out great.
Right. Well,
Well, with some.
What?
Yeah, dude. I seriously, man, I still look at things and I'm like, was it what I want? Was it perfect? Was
Like
it
what?
good?
Give us an example of something that you thought wasn't up to your standard.
I mean, it wasn't
probably.
even really up to my standards, but just like, did we do it? Like,
just questioning yourself.
just questioning myself. Yeah, it's not really like, it's definitely not on the skaters. You know what I mean?
No,
It's more just on
for sure.
more on like my editing, my filming, my like the production in general. You know, the skating always that's
Yeah, but you gotta do something to get further though.
yeah.
You know, you can't. Everything's not going to be 100% hit out of the park.
Totally.
You gotta have those ones that you're not happy with to move forward.
I think it's just
sure.
that there's always something you could do better.
right.
Like even with Jake's thing, like I'm like, oh, I should have added because we had like some extras in the scene to make it look like it was, you know,
Street,
normal
yeah.
street. And I was like, I should have planned this better, or you know, or just little things like that.
You always go back.
It's
though.
that,
It's
yeah,
like
sure.
it's like if somebody insults you and then at home you're at home later. I could
should've
have said that. God
Yeah.
damn it! I should have
Yeah,
said. Where's
no
that
doubt.
guy, man? Fuck.
Yeah.
There's a reason you're in this position, you know. So
Oh,
people
thanks.
definitely
Yeah.
have, like, obviously believe in what you've been doing. And,
Cool, man. Yeah.
And the projects show improve themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been fortunate, man. I've been fortunate to like have those opportunities to work with those brands and those guys at those times. So, you know, I also feel like I won the lottery a lot of the times.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
So would you say, you know, it's also skill, but also you know, from San Francisco, right?
Mhm.
And then where would you say it's just kind of around the right people? You know, it's always like, yeah, they always say like, oh, it's who you know. I think it's like
agree with
half
that.
and half.
Yeah, it helps tremendously.
Yeah, I agree with that a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, every opportunity I've had is always like somebody helping me out, like somebody going, like giving me a chance.
Well, when was the first chance?
First chance.
I mean, you're born and raised there, or where?
I was actually, I was born in Palo Alto at Stanford
Ah.
Hospital, so up
Okay.
north. But then
Perfect.
we moved down to Pasadena.
down
when I was,
here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
when I was young, we lived in Pasadena until like 10 or 11, and then we moved back.
Got you.
Yeah. So it was like my mom's parents up north, my
Mhm.
dad's parents down south.
Oh.
So, you know, did the mom's parents and the dad's parents, and then went back. You know.
And you were back to Palo Alto, or where did you?
Yeah, we actually
okay.
did. Yeah, well, Menlo Park. I mean, same
Is that
place.
close to? Is that more closer to San Jose, or I don't know
It's
exactly.
like right in between San Francisco and San Jose.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like
I
right
always
in-
associated you with San Jose, mainly because of like doing the Enjoi stuff. I guess.
Sure.
Everybody thinks I live in San Jose.
Yeah.
Everybody, like Kyle from San Jose. Like, well, I've actually never lived in San Jose, but I was
God,
there
close
so
enough.
much.
Right,
Yeah.
close enough.
I was there so much during the Enjoi days that
Yeah.
you know, like, that's where I skated all the time. So
Before we get to the first break.
bigger projects.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What you were skating in? You would just go down to San Jose and skate with all those guys, or how did you end up meeting those Enjoi dudes?
Well, we'd probably have to go start a little earlier.
Yeah.
I started working at the skate shop, local skate shop, Skateworks, that's owned by the Strubing family.
Oh yeah.
And so, yeah, like doing that and having my dad's video camera and just kind of skating and filming and whatever, just high 8 days, you know,
Sure.
just like messing around.
What year is this about?
Oh,
What are we looking
I'm
at?
bad with years. I'm going to say
Just guess.
98,
Okay.
maybe 99.
Sure.
99,
Okay,
sure.
that's good.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Like sophomore in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, working at the shop, taking the bus to the shop to work, and you know, going back and at one point I started getting more and more into filming because my buddy Jake Palou, he rode for Consolidated. He was like a Consolidated AM. And through Skateworks, through the Strubing family and whatnot, and so I started filming him. But you know what I mean? It was nothing more than like, oh yeah, like I've got a camera, like here, let's film it. Like I don't even think we had a fisheye, like you know what I mean? Like just kind of did it.
It's homie.
Yeah, so homey.
Yeah.
And you know, at one point they were like, oh yeah, like we need that footage for the video, and I was like, oh well, here you go, like whatever. And they're like, yeah, here's some skateboards, like maybe 2 boards, and I was just like, oh my god, dude.
And you said you're about a sophomore in high
yeah.
school?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was so hyped, dude. Like to get those boards and then like, oh yeah, we've got a demo coming up at Skateworks. Why don't you film it? Like, okay, cool. And then it was like, got the fisheye and like running around following like Scott Bourne and you know, I don't even know, Karma.
Oh,
Were you
sick.
fans at the time?
Oh,
Would
dude,
you-
yeah.
okay.
I mean, so psyched. I probably like, well, there was this really big connection between Skateworks and Consolidated. So, yeah, it was kind of like that was the board brand. You know what I
Got
mean?
you.
So, and then my good buddy rides for him. So I was like, dude, this is sick.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was like the coolest intro. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. Like, whoa,
Right.
this is insane.
You almost felt like you're there with them. You're on the floor of the demo running around.
Oh,
so,
dude. Yeah. I mean, it was definitely. I was probably pretty silly, but it was super rad.
Yeah.
At the same time. Yeah.
Wow.
My buddy Moish, who passed away a couple years back, he was the art director at Consolidated, and like he was the dude that like hooked me up, like gave me some boards. And,
Wow.
dude, yeah, I owe him a lot for that one.
Amazing.
But yeah, I mean, and Jason Strubing, same thing. You know, I owe Skateworks a lot. Like to this day, like means a lot to me. So.
And at the time, I take it you were skating a lot. Were you good at skating at that point,
Never.
or no? You weren't. Never.
I wish I was one of those filmers that ripped. You know, like.
Yeah, but you're out there skating. I've seen you out
I mean,
there.
I skate.
Yeah,
I skated. I mean, I think like with the opportunity to go on trips and be around skating 24/7, you know,
Yeah.
and like be a filmer, and you're just like, oh, we're with the guys skating. You're gonna like improve a little bit, you know.
Sure.
But never good enough to do much.
Yeah, I think it was Jacob Rosenberg that was here. That it was like when he first was like starting to film and everything, it clicked for him. Like, wait a minute, I don't have to be a great skateboarder to be involved with this thing that I love.
Totally.
No.
I remember that in the episode, and
Yeah.
that totally clicked with me. It was like, yeah, like you can just do you and have fun and skate and still be part of this and still contribute and still like, yeah, it's rad.
Love
yeah,
that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, it's rad, dude. Like Jacob Rosenberg, Palo Alto dude. Like
Yeah?
I was
Oh,
psyched to see that. Yeah, that was cool.
He's the man, bro.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So now you're getting in. You're filming the Consolidated guys. You're doing the demo stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just here and there.
Very
right.
here and there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was mainly like working at the shop,
Got you.
and that's.
You're meeting people,
Oh yeah, totally.
locals. Pros would probably come in all the time, get their board, little grip tape.
Dude,
and stuff.
absolutely,
Would you
yeah.
charge them for grip tape, or we just give it to them?
I think we laced them up.
Okay.
I think we laced them up. Jackson Taylor used to ride for Consolidated. He worked at the shop. So that, you know, there was like a lot of that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, those dudes. And then Justin Strubing. It's like,
Wow.
dude, he was
OG,
in there.
legend.
Yeah.
Straight
Yeah.
up.
He actually sold me my first skateboard.
Oh, what was it?
I can't remember.
Can't remember your first board?
I know what it looks like,
Huh.
but I can't remember if
Piece
it's,
of wood, wheel, trucks.
it said it was either an Acme board. It was something
Ah.
with an A, but I've never seen it, and I've searched like meticulously.
Back then, Acme was
Yeah,
you know, it was
Acme,
going pretty
arcade.
It was an arcade.
Could have been adrenaline.
Ah, there you go, adrenaline.
It was too cartoony to be adrenaline. I'm going with Acme, but I've like Google searched like every couple of years, like, all right, I'm finding this.
Do you know the
like
what are you looking for though? Do you know the graphic?
It was
or-
like a Superman kind of guy, like flying through the air, and maybe had an A and then said Acme or something.
like a caricature of Superman, or was it an actual like?
it was like
super,
it was like a
it
you know, like a drawing, like a
like
very, I don't know, like
Like
a
a lance-
more simple drawing.
yeah, okay,
Simple drawing.
okay,
So
like
it was-
this, like this, you know
like
what I mean?
the sugar coated penis pops.
Like that. You know.
But it wasn't someone's board, like pro model.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But I was young. I was probably like 14,
Sure.
maybe. No, wait. What am I talking about? I was like 12. Yeah, I was like 12 or 13. Like this was first skateboard.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was doing. I just went to the shop, but I remember like these other kids were like, "Dude, do you know who that is? Like selling you the skateboard?" I'm like, dude, I have no idea. But I got a board. My grandma bought me, so thanks, Grandma. And then I got a video, and I got the Skateworks video.
Oh.
And yeah, some Skateworks stuff or something like that. But Mark Whiteley, who ended up running Slap, he made the first Skateworks video.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's super cool because then I ended up, what I was gonna tell you next is I ended up making the next Skateworks video. And so it's cool.
They got rid of Wiley and hired
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Huh?
Wiley was on to bigger things,
Okay.
man.
Oh, yeah,
Wiley
yeah.
was on to bigger things,
Okay,
but this was a while back. But yeah, like so yeah, the Skateworks thing was like a big I don't know, big part of it.
Who were you filming for the Skateworks video? Was it a lot of just kids in the neighborhood that were sponsored by them, or were there a lot of big pros?
It was
at the
like
time,
it was like a
too?
little bit of like our younger kid crew,
Okay.
you know, like my friends, my buddy James Beavis, my buddy Andrew Pearl, who went on to ride for Crooked. It was like our little club, and then then the bigger guys on there, like Ron Whaley, Justin Strubing, Israel Forbes. And then we started like Skateworks started like going into like the San Jose scene. So it was Matt Eversole had a part in there. I'm blanking on everyone else. Wes Tanasha, just a bunch of San Jose dudes, and Dave Rosenberg. And so that's how I really started like growing into like meeting all these other people was through Skateworks. And it was like, oh, well, you want to shoot our video? Like, we need all these guys in it because this is our squad.
At this point in time, do you have a car? You're 16.
Yeah, so now I'm
probably.
like 16.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
you got to go down to San Jose.
Well, right
Are
off
you
your miles.
filming everybody, or do some of these other guys have their own filmer and they're just kind of throwing?
Some people, yeah. I mean, like,
footage out?
it wasn't as easy for me to like get to everybody, obviously, but like I did my best, man. Like I got to film like Pete the Ox. He was director for Think, like, dude, insane, like really rad shit.
I just can imagine being a kid, whatever, 16,
Dude, I
something
was
like
young.
that. But
Yeah.
like, were you calling them?
Oh,
were
totally.
you saying like, oh, here's homie's number,
Dude,
call
like,
him?
yeah.
You're like, okay, this is gonna be weird.
He knows I'm calling, right?
Yeah, does he know? Yeah, let him
Oh,
know
yeah.
I'm calling.
Oh, this is Kyle from Skateworks.
Yeah, I want to film you.
Totally.
Did you edit the video too?
Yeah, I did. And Eversole helped me a lot. Like, you know, he kicked me a lot of footage too from all the tilt mode dudes and Enjoi dudes, and yeah, they were like, yeah, we want to like be a part of this too. So
Sick.
it was cool. It ended up being like communal, but like, yeah, Matt helped me a lot, and you know, he was like the Enjoi filmer at the time. So for me, I was like, damn, dude, and like had made tilt mode and made Man Down, and so he was like a guy that was doing it, and to like
Right.
kind of, you know, have him there was good.
Would you say that the Skateworks video was your big break, or maybe a precursor to, or like a training for your big break?
I don't know. I think in my head, like just as a kid, it was everything.
I mean, it sounds like you're getting your foot in the door, which
Yeah.
is a break in
Definitely.
itself. You're getting introduced to all these people. You got a Rolodex now of phone numbers.
That was big. I mean, I
Oh.
think meeting all those people, and especially like the reach that Skateworks had, like the amount of people that were there, like there were so many people that they wanted in the video. But I also at the time I was skating with Joe Brook a lot. I met Joe through Jake Palou
Rad.
at skate camp, and
Man, it sounds like it's all going. It sounds like you just got thrust into it,
dude, it was
like,
nuts.
pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You started skating at what, 12 years old? You got
Yeah,
your first
something like
board,
that,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden, 16, you're out filming
Totally,
for a skate video.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah. It was wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fast, man. It was fast. And I'm like I said, man, like I just met like so many right people,
Yeah.
and that were like, yeah, we don't have a filmer today. Come over here. Like Joe Brook, like big time, like showed me a lot of things, showed me the ropes, introduced me to the industry. Like, dude, he's a big part of
It
my
goes
life.
back to what I was
Yeah.
saying. It's like it's just who you know.
Yeah.
You kind
I
of got
agree.
thrust into this thing,
Yeah.
and because I mean, even I get hit up from time to time. You know, like,
Mhm.
hey, I'm a filmer. I live in blah blah blah. How can I get in the industry? And I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, I just film your friends. Like,
Yeah.
who knows
Yeah.
what's going on, where you'll be in a year or two.
Mhm.
I don't know. It sounds like you were just there.
Yep.
At the skate shop, they needed filmers, and you just.
I mean, you show that you want to be there.
Well, yeah, of
You know,
course.
you
It
show
sounds
that-
like you wanted to do
If you
it.
show you want to do it,
Sure.
and you're there, then I think, you know, like, oh well, hey, we need that. Go do this. Go try that. Go work with this guy.
Because sometimes places don't have the filmers.
Totally,
right? It's
totally.
like, oh, maybe the filmer for this company's down south. They're in LA, but we got these SF dudes or these San Jose guys. And
You'd be shocked at how many times Joe Brook would hit me up. You know, hey, come up to SF. I'm with, I don't know, Jeff Rowley. We don't have a filmer today.
Oh wow.
Like, how do you like?
how
To
do you
me,
not
I'm like,
have
this
a
is
filmer.
yeah,
Wow.
this is like the dude. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
this is a top dudes. You know, like skater of the years,
Oh my God, legend.
legend. And
Sure.
you're like, are you serious?
You don't have a filmer?
Yeah.
Jeff Rowley don't have a filmer.
and it was like numerous times with like tons of different people. Like I remember Young Uyghur.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm gonna blank. Like my memory is not great, but there was a lot of people like and opportunities like that. Like I'd be like, yeah, I'll be right there. Like school later, I'm out of here. I'll be there
You ditched
Yeah,
what,
oh, yeah.
fourth period, sixth period?
all the time,
Yeah.
all the time. Like and yeah,
I left after lunch.
just for Joe,
yeah,
just
yeah,
for Joe
yeah.
Brook.
Let us-
What did your parents think about all this going on?
Leaving school, probably didn't know as much as they wanted to.
Yeah, but like you looking into like going into filming and stuff like that, was that something you talked to them about, or are you just like?
No, yeah, they, dude. I mean, you know how like a skater is like consumed. You know what I mean? Like this was our everything. This is all you did. Like, I mean, even before like really getting into filming, you're like 24/7, like skating with your buddies. You know, so yeah, skating was everything. So
I could imagine as a parent, back then especially too, you know, it's like a lot of parents are supportive of the skateboarding, right?
Yeah.
But I can almost see, he's getting into like filming. There's a career path there possibly,
Sure.
rather than just skateboarding.
Sure.
Right?
no, they were super supportive. To be honest, like they were really supportive. Like, you're still making something. You're still creating, and I think that's like, wow, you put this together, like, with the music. I mean, I remember they were like always psyched on things like that, like, wow, you put music to this, or like, to me, I was like, it's easy, mom, whatever. But like they're like, oh, that's cool, like, look what you did. So I think that's
back then it's a lot. It's easier for a parent to comprehend filmmaking than like skateboarding for a career.
Totally.
They didn't see, there wasn't like a blueprint, or they couldn't see the future of a skateboarder.
Nowadays is different.
Way different now.
Back then,
Yeah.
You're good skateboarding. No. You got to go to college. You got to do this. You got to get a job.
Well, I mean, there was definitely the college, conversation. And I almost went to Academy of Art in San Francisco, and they had like a film department, big, nice. Like, and to be honest, like looking back, I kind of wish I went because now I'm doing so much more like production style stuff, and
could have used some of that information.
It could have used some of that information.
Right,
like sometimes you get thrown into like to shooting things for completely non-skate stuff, and there's all these rolls and hands, and I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
Yeah, but like I can get through it. We can figure it out.
Sure.
But yeah, so part of me wishes I did that, but at the same time, I was like, look, Mom, like I know how to film skateboarding, or like they're not going to teach me to how to film skateboarding, and I just want to film skateboarding.
Sure.
So,
and you could learn as you go. I mean, sometimes being thrust into it's better than taking classes.
Totally.
Being in the field.
Totally.
That's what I was like, dude, I'm going to school. I'm going to school with Joe Brook every day,
It's real.
It's a different type of school in the streets.
Dude, like Anthony Clairval, Joe Brook, Mark Whiteley, all these dudes like showed me so much stuff. Yeah, dude, just introduced me and taught me, and encouraged me.
And
So
each one has rich history in skateboarding as well.
Dude,
So
oh
it's
my
like,
God.
I mean, think about that. Like, think about like having like your mentor being like Clairval, like a dude that's like, pretty much shooting almost everything at 401, and like Joe Brook shooting everything that's in slap. Like these dudes are like
gnarly.
Legends, and they're like showing me what to do and helping me. I'm like, dude, you're not gonna get that at any school.
Totally.
You're not.
Did you have like a certain filmer growing up that you loved, like the style of filming that you loved?
I don't know, man. I think I just really liked everything. Like anything, all the VX1 stuff. Actually, no, that's completely wrong. Ty Evans.
Okay.
100% answer.
Okay.
Ty Evans. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Feedback, The Reason, Modus.
Man.
Yeah.
Dude, I made a video. My first like video of just me and my buddies is like a Feedback ripoff.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
dope.
like-
Did you steal the music and everything?
No, it's not that far,
Okay,
but it's
okay.
definitely like emotional slam section, like emotional intro.
Have them talking in the intro and shit
Yeah,
like that.
yeah. Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You
Talking.
took the blueprint.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
like, this is the coolest, man. Like, I mean, I'd followed videos before that, but like when that came out, I was like, whoa, this is a whole nother level.
Those were different.
were.
They were
It
next
was.
level.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Ty Evans.
Hell yeah.
Dude, big time.
French Fred too. I mean.
Yeah, that's my
Manic
other
Monty.
guy.
Yeah.
That's my other guy. Manic Monty and those 3 videos were like the top of the top bar.
Yeah, that was for me. When I saw Manic Monty, I was like, whoa.
The level of
Whole
skating
other level.
and the level of filming.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, incredible.
Yeah,
bro.
that dude, you hooked me up with the Manic Monty shirt. I should have worn that today. I rock that all the time.
You know
dude.
what's tight though? There were some filmers that hit me up. Like you hit me up, and then Rye.
Rye Beers.
Yeah, he hit me up too. I was like, dude, of course. Like I got you guys the Medic Monster, but that was super rad to hear some filmers
Dude.
Like I need that.
Well, it was
shirt.
such an amazing video.
Yeah,
I mean, for us
totally.
skaters, probably
Yeah,
for you
dude.
guys as well. It's like, dude, what is going on? The
Dude.
rolling long lens and the slow mos and the music, and gave you a feeling,
Oh yeah, dude.
which is important.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to talk like continuing filmers, like those two dudes, French Fred and Ty, are still the top bars to
They're
me.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
yeah,
are still two of my
man.
favorites.
When you're going up to film with Jeff Rowley,
Uh-huh.
are you what are you filming? Like, are you giving the footage to flip, or what do you?
Yeah,
What's going
yeah,
on with
just
that?
like just film it.
Yeah.
Just well, I think Joe is like super motivated. So it's like he would just like get guys in and be
Mm.
like, "Yo, I got this spot for you. We're going to do this." And they just get hyped on it, and so we're like, "Oh, well, we got to get someone to film this." I don't know. Maybe it wasn't like Rowley per se, but like
Those top caliber
those
guys.
dudes, yeah. I mean,
Sure,
there
sure.
I definitely was on some sessions with Rowley and people like that, but yeah, it was just like, sure, as long we got it, and then someone would hit me up. Someone would hit me up like,
You got that footage.
even if
We
it
need
was
this footage.
even if it was through Joe, like Joe would be like, "Hey, send that to Greg Hunt or
Gotcha.
send that to Ewan Bowman," you know, and maybe I didn't like have their numbers or something, but he would be like, "Give it to me and I'll send it." Whatever.
It's almost like being like nervous sending a video to somebody, or like a trick, you know. It's like you're sending these guys that
Oh,
are
dude.
gnarly, like
Yeah.
a clip you filmed. You're like, oh my god, is it going to be? Are they going to like it? Are they not going to like it?
The first clip I ever got paid for, like actual money instead of like a board or something, was of Nilton Neves. He was working on something with Ewan, and cool, I'm tagging along. How can I help? And I filmed like a long lens of him board sliding this like long hubba. And after we got it, Ewan's like, "That's gonna be an opener. That's gonna be an opener, dude." Like, and I was like, "Oh my god, really?" Like, I was so high, like, dun, 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 you know, like, "Oh, dude, this is real shit,
Sure.
man."
Yes.
Yeah, and so sent in my mini DV tape, and then Ewan hit me up. He's like, "Yeah, they're gonna pay you $100."
Yes.
Oh my god, dude, this is real.
That's
Yeah.
Did they send you a
Yeah.
check?
Oh, they sent me a check.
You got-
it said 411 at the top.
Oh.
Oh my god,
Dang.
dude.
Wow.
It was
Did you know you're
wild.
going to have to give half of that back to the government?
Dude, yeah, I didn't know shit.
Sure.
I don't know what I bought. Probably like
They don't
candy
tell
or
you
something.
this.
Yeah,
you know,
no.
they don't tell you.
Well, at
man.
that time, you had to probably make over $6,000 for them to take anything. I think.
I mean, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Otherwise, you keep that.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, you don't really. Yeah, I don't think they're really worried about $50.
Yeah.
But,
No, but yeah, it was definitely a fun time,
that's
man.
incredible. So you're going. You film a Skateworks video. That's
Mhm.
cool. You did that,
Yep.
and then what do you go on to do? You're in the meantime. You're going up with Joe Brook. You're going up to SF.
Yeah,
you're
I'd
going
still
to
do that, and
San
still going down
Jose.
San Jose,
Sure,
tilt mode
sure.
guys, and getting went to some of their wild parties and stuff like that. just like in the mix of like the tilt mode guys, and it's
Yeah,
like,
wow.
whoa,
You seen
this is
MJ with
crazy.
shaving cream all over him, or
Dude, yeah,
That was
the
way
whole
before
deal.
though.
I'm just saying he could have repeated it. I don't know. He could have done that. Could have been his
might not
party
have been.
trick.
It might not have been a shaving cream, but it was something else.
Okay,
Yeah.
see,
Mark was
Mark's got
wilding.
party
Yeah,
tricks.
everyone was
Yeah.
wilding. It was wild. It was definitely like I caught the tail end of like the wild tilt mode times. So like it was cool. It
That's
was still
sick.
cool. Like looking back now, I'm like, damn, that's wild.
I mean, those videos. Wow.
yeah.
Insane.
Oh yeah. Like
Oh man,
yeah.
those are so good. The party
Classic.
sections in there,
So
just the
good.
fun. That was literally having fun skateboarding.
Matt Eversole,
Yeah,
It's whatever.
That was,
It's what it's all about.
who I highly recommend you guys get on here.
I would love
Yeah.
that.
Because that would be psycho.
For sure.
Yeah.
He used to make fun of me at camp.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. K
Oh,
Fatty.
I know all about it.
K Fatty.
I know all about it.
We all know all about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
Yeah.
for that though. He changed me. I got to a fitter state because of him.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
done
you
it.
Motivated him.
He's done a lot for me too, man.
Did he
Lost my mind too.
Okay.
Yeah. We can talk about that later.
So tail end of that stuff. What was the first thing that you actually were like hired to work on, or were
Sure,
you not
yeah.
hired?
Well, I mean, the Skateworks thing was like, we'll just continue paying you what you make at the shop,
But you're going to go out
but
here.
go and film, and you're working like way more hours. But I didn't care.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
we're doing this, man. This is
Right,
awesome.
right.
So,
Well, for a 16-year-old kid too, you're probably living at home still.
oh
You
yeah,
don't need that
yeah.
much
I had
money.
no
Right,
bills. You know
right,
what I mean? It
right.
was just how can I buy another camera,
Right.
Or
you know
more
what I mean?
tapes.
Yeah.
or
Oh,
something.
100%
Yeah, yeah.
more tapes, or pay for gas to keep going.
Exactly.
But at that premiere, some of the Think Skateboard dudes were there, and they were like, hey, we're going to be working on something. You want to jump in here? And I think it was like just helping at first. It was like helping with Think, but mainly with Lucky skateboards. Do you guys remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like they just
Spencer, wasn't Spencer on there? Fujimoto?
Yeah. When I started there, I think it was already, I don't know if they had those guys anymore.
Was Henry on that too?
Yeah, Henry was on
it?
he was gone by the time I got there. There was somebody was there. I think Stephen Kalis was still on.
Okay, yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
He was on at the tail end.
yeah.
I think I might, but I never got to film him. It was just like working with the young kids. Eric Brockman.
Oh yeah, he was on there.
I think Jeremy Reeves.
And then that turned in kind of to City, or they?
Yeah, that eventually turned into City.
Okay,
but a couple years later,
yeah,
when they were like, Lucky was like, this isn't working. And I think that's when Tony Vitello got the reins to like, here, why don't you do what you want to do with this? And he got older and he was like, okay, like let's do this. And
Right.
that was the right thing.
So was the Lucky video any of the Think stuff?
Yeah, well, the Lucky thing didn't really take.
Yeah.
So they didn't really make a video. And then the dude that was the Think filmer was Joey Digital.
Yeah.
I
love Joey.
Yeah. So Joey, it's cool, man, because like I used to work at Skateworks with Joey. So he was like my boss at
He
Skateworks.
worked at Joey Digital was your boss.
Dude,
I love
so
that.
many people worked at Skateworks. I can't tell you, like, that were like through the skate
So
industry.
sick.
Yeah, so like I knew, like, me and Joey, like, yeah, it just used to be me and him at the counter, man, gripping boards and shit. So
I love
yeah,
that.
so I've known him forever, and he's a rad dude. But yeah, so Joey left. I don't remember why or what happened, and also I think Nike was starting to happen. So he ended up working there. So maybe that was part of it, but.
Okay.
For whatever happened, like he stopped working and they were like, yeah, we need someone to make the next Think video. And I already knew all those dudes, was skating with them a little bit. And they were just like, yeah, you can do it. But it was still a little intimidating because I was like 18, 19. And it's like, here's Danny Fuenzalida, here's Jake Nunn, like Pancho Moeller.
Wow.
And like, to me, I was like, oh shit, like this is.
These are the guys.
I got to make his
Yeah.
part, you know? It wasn't just like, I could film a clip, no problem. Let's film a clip. But like, put together your part to continue your skate career.
yeah.
There's a lot of pressure in that.
And that's what I was going to ask. Were you confident that you could do it, or were you kind of maybe a little not confident, or half and half? Or did you gain confidence later?
I mean, I definitely
how'd you
gained
navigate
confidence through the
that?
whole thing,
Yeah.
but I think that I was definitely nervous.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like, well, you saw the Skateworks video, I could do that.
Yeah.
But now you're going up into levels,
Yeah.
and you don't want to fuck up, like you just said, their continuous career.
Exactly.
You know, by giving them a shitty video part.
But you know what? Like those dudes, like the skaters in particular, were super supportive. And then the dudes that Think were supportive, and so it
I think
worked.
when you get that support, you get the confidence
Yeah.
that you need
Definitely.
to. Like,
And you see the
know.
opportunity there.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, even though if you don't feel like you could do it, you're like, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then you
sure.
figure it out from there.
No, there was
you know?
no choice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't say no because you didn't. You had to take it.
And that skateboarding was at a weird, like there was very like definitely wasn't politically correct at the time, and it was definitely like hammer you in, hammer you out kind of situation.
Yes.
So you know, I got into that whole world. You know, you're part of our team. You're not going anywhere.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Strong arming you, kind of.
yeah. I mean, yeah, there was.
But that's how it
clubs
was
and-
back then.
Yeah.
For sure.
You don't get to work with these dudes. These are these dudes. You can work with these dudes, and this is your dude. Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
It was a
It used to
yeah.
be like
The
that.
NorCal
Yeah,
like
you gotta-
yeah.
And NorCal was
Oh, for sure.
very strict on that. I feel like I would hear.
You had to show if you could.
Hey.
You know, you had to. Yeah.
Dudes had to back you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah, I fucking lucked out, man. Like a lot of like dudes that highly respected gave me a pass for some reason. I don't know, Mickey Reyes, you know what I mean?
That's a big
Tebow,
pass.
yeah,
That's
those-
a big,
Yeah.
Huge.
that's a big stamp.
I was like,
Straight
oh,
up.
cool, man, we're good.
Yeah.
Straight up.
That's tight.
Yeah, Mickey and all those dudes at Deluxe, like they were cool with me, and I was like, dude, all right, cool.
Sick.
Yeah, I was lucky. Yeah, I was lucky.
Dude, shout out Mickey Reyes.
Yeah.
100%, man.
So you're getting the stamp from all the big guys, which
Yeah.
is rad.
Plus, you're probably Joe Brooks bringing you around.
Joe
too,
Brook,
so that's
I mean-
a huge. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Yeah.
100%. Like there was other people that were vouching for me than just me running around with a camera.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah.
Like
Right.
that definitely like mattered a lot.
Oh, totally. Oh, he's rolling with Joe?
Yeah.
He must be cool.
Yeah,
You
and
know what I'm saying?
Morford too. Like I would roll out with Morford. Like
mhm.
he'd hit me up like, "Hey, I need a filmer, come out," and he like definitely gave me the pass, and that was meant a lot because Morph, like, he's particular. He doesn't work with everyone. Like, you know what I mean.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that was a rad one. He taught me a lot and showed me a lot of things, and was like very like just like, dude, pay attention to what this dude's doing, what he says, because it matters.
And it's nice to, it's like you're hanging with these guys and you want to learn more. You want to get in there more. I'm sure that's kind of like nice for them too, to be like, hey, we're bringing this kid up kind of.
Oh, totally. Yeah. Everyone was super rad to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did the Think video go?
They had rad dudes in the office. They had a rad team. I think just the direction was just weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like the art direction was like up and down. I think they had like different artists doing boards, and you know what I mean? Like I don't know if like the look was like really standardized.
Consistent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
consistent. So I kind of just filmed everyone how I would. And then when it came down to like what is this video going to be, that was the toughest part.
Yeah.
They had a team manager there that just wasn't doing it. And yeah, he wanted, I will always remember this. He wanted to call it Think About. He wanted to call it About. And I was just
About.
like, no,
Think
dude,
about
that's
it.
not
Think
gonna work.
about it.
Yeah, it was like,
Huh.
so I think we ended up, I think that's funny. I think we ended up on iThink, just because everyone was like, okay, this will work. And I was like, well, we could do the iPod commercials that were like hot at the time. We can redo that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone was like, okay, that works. And I'm like, whatever.
Was Justin Williams there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he was. What was he working on? Think, or was he? Where was he? Work?
I actually should have shouted him out way earlier.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But
I
yeah.
know he's somewhere around.
Yeah,
here.
Justin Williams, man. He's from the town. He went to my high school, but I didn't know him when I went to high school. But yeah, he gave me a lot of opportunities too. He rode for Skateworks. He actually worked at Skateworks back in the day. Dude, Skateworks is like,
Sounds like it's a hub
Yeah.
over
yeah.
there.
If you want
Yeah.
to do something good, go work at Skateworks.
That's right.
He's older than you, though.
Yeah, he's like maybe 6 years older than
Okay,
me,
yeah.
maybe 7.
Justin's a
something like
man. Sidebar. He
Hell
definitely-
yeah.
He always pushes it forward on helping so many different people in
love
so
that
many
guy.
different realms. It's shout out to him, straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that. Dude, 100%.
Straight
Man.
up.
And still doing it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's in a different industry.
different industry.
But he's still doing that same shit, which is beautiful. I mean, he helped me when we were doing Blonde for a second. So, like I said, shout out to Justin, man. He's
Yeah.
definitely one of those dudes.
No, 100%, dude. Yeah, like I just talked to him recently, and he's on the same level. Like, yo, I know this dude. I can hook you up, and we'll set you up with this, dude. You'd be the perfect guy for
Always.
this.
And I love that because he's not even looking for anything in return either.
No.
He just likes to connect the
Networking.
dots,
Yep,
Which is-
100%.
which is the way it should be.
He
Yeah,
did some stuff for the nightclub as well, right?
Absolutely. We
I'm
did some
sure he
hats
has.
and stuff. with
Hats and
him.
beanies,
Hats
right?
and beanies,
Sure he has.
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, Justin was over at Think Venture, that whole
Yep.
world.
Yep.
So yeah, he helped me out, and yeah, I would drive the van and plan the trips and made it happen. And because I didn't know how to rent a car or whatever, book a flight, and he was the one like, whoa, we're going to Minnesota, let's do it. I'm like, yeah, I'm in, let's go. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Wow.
jumped on a bunch of those with him, and that video came together and worked. And then it was, well, thanks for making the video, bye. I mean, I don't mean that in a negative way, but like they hired me to do the video, and we did it.
It tends to happen.
Yeah.
Right? You get hired on as a video. Even to this day, it still happens. You
Yeah.
get hired on to do a video project, and when it's done,
It was all good.
there's
And
no
yeah,
reason to keep you on anymore.
Yeah, there's no
unless they're
worries.
jumping into something right away.
And they did.
But
yeah, they didn't. And so it was like, cool. So I had this,
You getting salary?
yeah,
Okay.
if you call it that.
Well, I don't.
It was definitely filmer homie salary. Yeah.
Filmer homie
Yeah.
salary.
Filmer homie salary that lives at home.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I had moved out by then, but anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you could get by. a
We
little
were good, man. We were
Yeah.
good. We were skating every day. We didn't care.
Right.
Yeah, all good.
There comes to a certain point in time in your life where that money really needs to be
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah, there definitely was. Yeah.
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 But for what they did and kept me going, like, dude, I couldn't be more grateful.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
I mean, you're still young. What'd you say, 19 years
Yeah, I was
old?
like 19
Yeah.
or 20 or somewhere around
For
there.
real, for real.
And you're
Yeah.
learning through that too, man.
Oh, totally, man. Yeah, and I was getting free skateboards.
And you're traveling.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
great.
And you're traveling.
Yeah. Can't tell you how many
Bro.
Think tag boards I skated, man.
Oh, I had one of the first boards I had was a Think.
Dude, they ran that
Yeah.
till the end of the brand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still hot, man. Maybe the light bulb logo, you know?
Oh, yeah?
Ah, the light bulb.
Yeah.
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 Holy shit.
Ravers, dude.
Ravers. Was it big in the rave scene?
I think it was.
No.
Yeah. I think
Isn't
it
that
was.
weird how this stuff transcends? It's so
Yeah.
strange.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, it's super weird.
So what happened after Think? You got fired and
Yeah,
Time to
I mean,
move
yeah,
on.
just moved
fired's
on.
a harsh word, but
And I was like,
they let
well,
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crooked.
Yeah.
I think Crooked had just started, and I was like, I want to work for Deluxe. Like that's a step up.
Yeah.
That's these dudes. They have a serious program, and they got, the serious guys. And I was like, I would love to do that. So I bothered Jim Thiebaud a lot. He was probably sick of me.
Well, Mickey Reyes got you the stand.
Oh, Mickey was cool, man. Yeah, Mickey and Gabe and Jim. It was all cool. Everyone was down, but it's we want to talk real business. Like, are we gonna hire this dude?
Yeah.
I hit him up a lot, and he did the best he could. Jason Ferris too. Like, he gave me the stamp, and he took me on a trip. Went on like a little Max Shaft filming trip down to San Diego with like anti-hero dudes. It was pretty sick.
Wow.
Yeah, in the Deluxe van. Like, it was cool, man. It was cool. Like, couldn't ask for like a radder time.
Dude,
just raw.
You're getting to experience so many
Yeah.
styles of skateboarding
Yeah.
as well.
Dude, yeah, it
Hell
was
yeah.
it was everything. Yeah, draining pools to like cutting off knobs. Like, we were there.
I love that.
Yeah, it was sick, man. So,
Damn.
but yeah, I was trying to work for Deluxe, but still skating with all the same dudes. Like, still going down to San Jose, still skating with like the Tilt Mode guys and Enjoi guys, and it was cool. Like, getting to know Jerry more, getting to know Louis more, Caswell, Jose. Like, I'd been filming those dudes for a while. Like, they're all in the Skateworks video. Like, we had a small relationship, but like started skating with them more and more. And they were working on the Enjoi video, and it was like, oh, that thing's gonna be happening soon. Oh, cool. I probably got a few clips in this. This is awesome.
Bag of
Help
suck.
with these guys. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Before it was anything though. Before
Right.
when it was just the Enjoi
It
video.
was just Enjoy.
Yeah, like they're making a video, and yeah, skating with Mark too, like a little bit. Like, that was really cool. Filming a few things to him. I have some clips of him I got to put out, man.
Yeah, please.
Some older stuff, yeah.
So it hasn't been seen?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
because he would do like let's say like a bump to table. He'd do like a backside flip manual, and then like a backside flip nose manual, and then he'd also do like a switch flip nose manual or something. Like, he'd do like 4 things, and then maybe he'd use one of them.
Right.
So there's like a few things like that,
That's
or like
tight,
a bump to
dude.
couch
That's
or
sick.
something random.
Please dig up that footage.
Oh, I'm digging.
Dig
dude.
up footage of
yeah.
any of those guys.
Yeah.
I
For
agree.
that matter. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't realize. I mean, like, I knew it was special, but like, you look back now, you're like, damn,
my
dude,
God.
what a golden era.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
So now you're filming with all those guys.
Yeah, it was just kind of back and forth. I was living in San Francisco.
Was Matt filming everything?
Yeah, Matt and
Oversoul?
Chris Avery.
Chris Avery.
Yeah.
Right.
Chris Avery. So
Okay.
yeah, Chris, and I was cool with Chris. I even filmed Chris. Like, he's a great skater too. Like,
Mhm.
he's in the Skateworks video. Like, it was just homie stuff. Like, that's the rad part about the San Jose dudes. It was just like, hey, we're going skating. Meet at the park at 11.
But that was so
Whoever.
great about those videos.
Yeah.
Because you could see it
Yeah.
Yeah.
in the videos.
Yeah, like
You know?
Chris filmed a clip of me. Like, it wasn't very like, these are the pro dudes, and we filmed the
Right,
pro
right.
dudes, and it was just like, yeah, we're all skating and filming and cool. Oh, do that, dude. Encouraging and fun and just having a good time. So
Fuck yeah.
yeah, those dudes took me in for some reason, and
For some reason.
I was stoked, man. But yeah, I was kind of in between those two things, and things kind of started working with Deluxe. But then Matt said Chris Avery's quitting or leaving because
Okay.
he was gonna. I think his wife got a job in England, and he was gonna move. So he's out. And at that time, Matt was no longer the filmer. He was the brand manager because MJ left.
Gotcha.
So Matt was running things. I know, long story. But so yeah, they didn't have a filmer then, and Matt was like trying to film, trying to do graphics, trying to run the brand.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
that's a lot, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Sure,
So he
yeah.
was like, hey, I got an offer for you, and I was like, okay. And then I like something was starting to happen with Deluxe, and I distinctly remember like having this piece of paper. And it was like Deluxe, Enjoi, pros and cons.
You were doing. You did pro.
I was like, what do I do here? I can't make. This
What are the
decision.
pro? How do you?
That's so
I
sick.
don't remember.
What are the
it was.
cons of both of any of those?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just remember like doing it and just, or maybe it was just a list of pros and
Okay.
which pros
Oh yeah, which
way
had the
down.
most?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, I sat there. I remember distinctively doing this and just being like, what do I do?
It's so funny because you are still living halfway between San Francisco.
I
and
ended up being in San Francisco at this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that would have been a pro
Mm-hmm.
living in San Francisco.
That was one of the pros.
Right.
Yeah. A
Don't
con
gotta
would be
drive.
having to drive to San Jose every day.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yes.
There's one con.
There's a con.
We got one. I also don't know what, I think,
What swayed it? No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
well, I was just thinking, like, I don't really remember what project they were at the time. I can't remember if it was Crooked Chronicles or if it was Rasa and Rasa Libre. And I really wanted to be a part of Rasa Libre.
I mean,
Like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, Reese Forbes, and I'd been filming Reese a little bit, and he would, I think maybe that was it. Maybe it was Reese was kind of hooking me up. Like, yeah, man, like, you could be in here. And,
Got
and I was
you.
like, dude, this is Reese Forbes, dude. This is so sick. Like,
Wasn't Dylan on there too?
Yeah.
Dylan was on there.
Yeah. That's definitely, I never ended up filming that dude.
Oh.
And like that would have been my opportunity. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm bummed I didn't get that. And like, I was filming with Omar and Nate Jones. So yeah, I was with all those dudes, and I was like, dude, this is what I want to do.
but you're still filming.
But I also want to do Enjoi.
What swayed it? What swayed you going with Enjoi? Do you remember?
I think it was honestly, it was probably Matt, because Matt was my friend then.
Okay.
You know, like we were like,
Buddies.
he was my buddy. Like he told it to me straight, and like not that Jim like wasn't a friend, but like I didn't know him that well.
Right.
Like I was skating with Matt every day. Like Jim's Jim. Like he's the dude in charge. He's running the show.
He's
and
a god.
busy.
Yeah.
He's busy too.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like he doesn't have that much time for me. So Matt was like giving me like more opportunity and giving me more
Money?
explanation.
More money?
I don't even remember what the pay would have been either way. But yeah, that was, so I ended up, Matt was like, hey, look, we're going to Arizona. We're going to stay. Ronnie Krager had a house back out there. I don't know if he still does, but he might. But Krager had a house there, and they're all friends. So they're like, we're going to go to Krager's house. We're going to film for this video. And you want to come out for part of it? And I was like, yep, I'm in. So I tried it, and I was like, this is great. This is perfect. Like, all those dudes. We had such a good time.
Who are you calling down at Deluxe now to say you pass?
I don't remember.
Did they offer you something?
I don't know if there was like an official offer,
Oh.
but I think like just Reese and
There was a
and those guys.
potential.
Yeah, it
for
was
you
like
to
this
get
could
in
work.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you.
So maybe I didn't
you
really have to
took
pass.
what? Yeah, you took what was on the table.
I think it was more on the
also.
table. Yeah.
Okay.
But it was I definitely
I
like
mean, you couldn't have gone wrong either way. But Enjoi at that time as well, Bag of Suck. I
Yeah.
mean, that's a memorable,
Big.
I mean, that video's
huge
huge.
video.
well yeah,
But you don't know that at the time.
I didn't know
obviously.
anything. I only knew the tricks that I had filmed
Mhm.
and the stuff I'd heard,
Sure.
and there was a lot of those. There was
And you
a
could
lot of
gauge it.
hearing.
It's going to be a good video based off the tilt mode video.
And the
For sure.
people on the team.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, like I don't know. I always think of like the anticipation for the Lakai video, and like I felt like that was the anticipation before Lakai. Like it was the Enjoi video.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely before Mark left, like that. It was just like Mark, Jerry, Louie.
Oh my God, bro.
It was like this is psycho.
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I remember that video. I was working at a skate shop too, and that video came out big.
when Bag of Stuck came out,
Yeah,
really.
hell yeah.
Damn.
Super stoked in that. I mean, we could talk about more, but we could.
No, I was more shocked that you were working at the skate shop at that time. No, I don't mean that in a mean way. I was just like,
Yeah, and I just remember that it came out. It was such a big. It was, and I actually had a broken foot at the time, so I was kind of pissed because it was such a good video that it made me want to go skate super bad. But I always tripped on Clark Hassler when he his part was sick. When he
flew
fucking
in the air.
Flew in the air.
That was sick. That
I
was
was
super
like,
dope.
dude, I just love the fun and like creative minds you guys had for that video.
Yeah.
so.
For sure.
Yeah.
thanks. Yeah, Matt Eversole.
That's straight up.
You gotta give him he directed the video. You know, he came up with, I'd say, 85% of all of that. Maybe something around there. I mean, I did come up with that. Clark Hessler.
You did.
Oh yeah, that was my one. I'm gonna keep telling people.
Take that credit.
What? Well, you just said, "Oh, you get to do a trick on the ground." Then,
Well, you know, I mean, we were definitely following like, you know, how do you open this person's part? What tricks are in order? Does it go? And then what are you ending your part with?
Right.
You know, what's your ender kind of trick? And that's kind of the way skating was at that time.
Yeah,
Still kind of is,
Sure.
but Clark's not really like an ender guy. So Matt and I were just talking, and we're like, what should he do? And we were trying to talk about tricks and what spots and like what could he do, and we were just like, he doesn't do that. He just skates, and everything is rad. Like this is, if we did that, it wouldn't be showing him. So we were like, what could we end it? And I was like, why doesn't he just fly off into the air? Because Clark was like, Clark's like a wild dude. Like
Yeah.
he's amazing. And we were just like, that. Why is he just flying in the air? Like, and then, could we do that? How could we do that? Well, let's look into it. And so we look into it, and we're like, we could do this.
Fine.
We
You
could
get a
just
crane.
hire this
and-
crane and
yeah.
get these. It was like WWF dudes. Like they that's what they were.
I heard
wow.
about that.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually wasn't there.
You came up with the idea. You're
I
not even
know,
there.
But I was filming Jerry.
Okay.
So yeah.
Oh, so who filmed that then?
Matt filmed it.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Matt was down in LA to start the editing, or no, to I'm sorry, to just for meetings and stuff, like production wise, getting us set up, and I was still up north with the footage deadline for Jerry and mainly Jerry, to be honest.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like all eyes on Jerry at that time. That was like the last.
Well, he was going to end the video.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that
Sure.
in a
Okay.
second
Sure.
here. But the crane thing, so it was the WWF guys that they... How did this even come about? Do you even know how you found them?
Oh yeah. See,
I
that
feel like
was
somebody else talked about this on our show. I
that
just
was
don't
like
remember
totally.
who.
Oh, maybe. I mean, that was totally Matt. Like why he had to go down early. Like I'll go down early. I'll get this. We'll use Dwindle's headquarters as a place to film it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
where we're not going to need liability and all this madness for somewhere else. So I was like, I think that was one of the things he went down there to do.
But then you had to cut the ropes out
Yeah,
of the
yeah,
shot.
yeah.
Who did that?
Jesse Sanchez.
Was he a skater?
No,
Was
he worked at Dwindle.
Ah,
He did all the like the frame, holding the frame and coming into and introducing people in the video. Like he made all those like animations
Gotcha.
and stuff. So
Wow.
yeah, talented dude. Like especially for at that time, like that stuff was a lot more archaic
sure.
and like way over my head.
I mean, you're going like even to take something, you're going frame by frame and
and
painting
making it
these things
move
out,
and,
right?
and motion blur and making
Crazy.
it look right. Yeah, like he came in and we were just like, hey Jesse, can you do this? And he'd be like, yep, cool man, great. Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's such a memorable moment in that video too. Clark flies away.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
He-
memorable.
He shopped out all the, like, yeah, I remember giving it to him, like, I don't know how you do this, but can you make it? And he's like, yeah. And came back and we were like watching, oh my God, how'd you do that?
That's
dude?
what I was tripping on. I was like, what the
Amazing.
fuck's going
Yeah,
on?
he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's no problem, just had to do this. You know, like just,
Wow.
Creatives.
yeah,
Geniuses.
creatives, genius.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Did it pretty quick.
Thanks, buddy, good job.
And so you were saying that Jerry also ending the video,
Yeah,
getting his last trick
Yeah.
as well, and then
Yeah,
the,
at that
the
time.
end coming up.
yeah.
What was going on there? Were you filming that?
Yeah, he'd tried. It was the nollie backside heel flip down Lincoln.
Yeah.
He'd tried it before. We tried it like a random day. Like we just were. I would just take them to stuff in SF. Like, hey, check this out. Check this out. What do you want to? And we went there, and Caswell tried to nollie flip it, and Jerry tried to nollie backside heel flip, and I think. I don't know why Caswell stopped. It just wasn't working.
Let's get this straight. What
Sure.
it's a 16 or something,
It's a
but it's
14,
small.
right?
But they're small stairs, right? Or
It's
is
a
it normal stairs? I'm trying to.
It's 13 stairs, and maybe there's one like
Okay.
nub of a stair
Okay,
at the top.
maybe that's what
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Because it's
of.
weird, and that's
I mean,
what
it's-
makes it weird to pop nollie.
Yeah,
'cause you gotta go even earlier.
You got to go
Yeah,
over
sketchy.
the.
You don't gotta go over, but you gotta go even earlier.
Yeah.
It's like an extra stair length, but it's not an extra stair height. So I don't know.
So it's a 13.
I'm pretty sure it's 13.
I feel like it was so much bigger. Maybe it's just back.
I mean,
then.
it's
back,
big.
it was back then, and
It's
you're like,
sure.
this is a fucking mountain. This guy's dolly back healing.
I mean, it's a 13 stair. That's big.
It's huge.
Hell yeah.
I mean, Mike Carroll kickflip no slid it.
Yes, he
Plan
did.
B. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he did.
That's damn true.
Yeah, I think. I mean, also the level of tricks that had gone down to, it like wasn't that high. You know,
That
like
switch flip, right? Like PJ switch flipped it, and that might have been after.
That
the
might have been
fact.
after. I
Yeah,
think.
that's right.
Jim Greco switch frontside flip,
Yeah,
cover thrasher.
Is it not skatable anymore?
it's skatable.
I think it's skatable. It's a little different, and
Okay.
there's like kinked handrails on the sides, but it's skatable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I don't see footage of it anymore.
I mean, it's pretty stomped.
Ah.
No, back's a heel flip.
Listen, I wouldn't put it past any of these kids nowadays.
Yeah, it's true. I don't either. It's
So
psycho.
go ahead. So you were going there. You went there a random day.
Yeah, we
with
went
Jerry.
there. Jerry tried it. He hit his head,
Ugh.
tortured himself like per usual. Like
Oh,
most
yeah.
of those things were battles.
When I see his Emerica part, or the intro, and I'm like, dude, that's what it's not every skater, but like, damn, that's what skaters go through. But he puts himself through that pretty hard.
Tell it what it is. What is the intro?
He like freaks out. Doesn't he like freak out
Oh,
super gnarly?
It's just like a montage of
yeah.
hating your life and smashing your body, blood and
I've had a montage of that too.
Yeah. It's gnarly. I mean, to be honest, like that's not always Jerry. Like he's the golden dude. I mean, he still is, but you know, like at that time, like it was usually like he does it or he battles to death to do it.
I feel the same way with MJ.
Oh yeah.
MJ would sit there. Doesn't matter how long it took. Doesn't
Mm-hmm.
matter how destroyed he is going to do that trick no matter what. Or he just does it fucking
Magical. Yeah.
And you're like, what? You just woke up from a nap, bro.
Dude, Mark and
like,
Jerry,
you just
dude.
did that shit?
Straight up.
Mark and Jerry, they like it's
crazy.
They like, you know, Mark found Jerry, and that's like the crazy part because they're very similar. You know what I mean? In that magical like, oh, you just did it. That was it. You know,
Crazy.
that's
Or
wild.
we're going to war right now after.
But see, Mark's war was like I feel like mental and like physical stamina,
Yeah.
and Jerry's was like I'm bleeding to death. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Gosh, yeah.
like slightly different.
Sure,
Like
for
Jerry's
sure.
slams in that video are so gnarly. Like they're like hospital slams. They're like not okay.
yeah.
You know?
At what point during filming for Bag of Stuff did you realize that like, oh wow, Jerry's part is something special and like gonna be last part?
Well, actually, it's interesting because when they were like, okay, Kyle, you're the filmer, make this video happen. Here's all the tapes. Here's all of Chris Avery's tapes. Here's all of Matt's tapes, and here's a bunch of random stuff.
Damn.
See what's there. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit.
What are you
like-
editing on Final Cut at this
Yeah,
time?
Final Cut.
Putting everybody's footage in bins,
bins
and
and
doing all that
dude,
whole thing,
nightmare,
transferring tapes.
Titling
Yeah.
everything just sucks.
It's a bag of suck.
Dude, it was.
It's a whole bag of suck.
Dude.
Nice.
But to me, as being like 20 years old or something, like, hey, here's the Enjoi video so far. Like, let's go.
You just
Like,
got the holy grail.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, let's go, man. This is great. Like, just went through, I don't even know how many tapes, but I put it all together and everyone had their folders. And then Jerry and Matt came over to my apartment. We had like dinner. It was like very professional. Like, we're going to talk about this video.
Very professional.
Yeah.
Snakes, I don't know,
Yeah.
steaks, candlelit dinner.
Dude,
Very
absolutely.
suit and tie.
It was nice. And then we watched the footage, and Jerry was so bummed.
on his shit.
So bummed. Like, he literally stood up and walked out my door.
No way.
How much footage did he have? Did he have a whole part at that time, or was it
was-
small and that's why he was mad?
There was some gnarly shit.
Okay.
There was
okay.
some gnarly shit.
Doesn't matter if there was gnarly shit though. Like the amount of footage.
There
he-
was not a part. There was gnarly stuff and then, like, whatever stuff. And I think
He
he
didn't
probably saw,
realize-
like, 6 minutes of, like, I have some bangers and some whatever stuff. A lot of whatever stuff.
Okay.
To him.
Sure.
To me, I was like, this is sick.
Yeah.
To him.
But to him, he was like, "What? What did I? You know, I don't know. I don't know what when I said because he literally got up and walked out my door.
What, did he say anything? He just.
I don't think he said anything.
He
And
walked
then-
out.
And then like me and Matt, I don't remember. Maybe he said something, and then Matt was like, "I'll be back." And like Matt went outside, and like I let them be out there for a while, and then I went out there, and it was just like Matt, and Jerry, like smoking cigarettes. I don't know what they talked about, but I know that he wasn't psyched.
Wow.
Yeah, and I don't think Matt was psyched on the whole thing. I don't think he was psyched on anyone's
How
parts
far
at the
into
time.
this was? This was right when you came on.
This is right when I came on.
Okay.
How much time left? Probably an hour. I mean,
You got an hour left for the video.
You gotta be done.
Dad, you gotta go to. You gotta go to.
okay,
Gotta
I gotta
get
go
that
to
knowledge
bed in a
back
minute.
in.
I got a 3-year-old dude. What the hell? No, I pretty much worked for a year
Okay.
on that video.
So maybe they had already been working a year.
They'd been working for like 4 years, but they weren't really working on it.
I get you.
Ask Louis. Like Louis, like he'll tell you, like they just partied. They just, we're going on a trip to Hawaii. Like, we got like a couple things and we had a blast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and good for them, man.
Oh, for sure.
But
You gotta
like,
go to
yeah,
Hawaii.
definitely like at that time, then it was like, well, when's this Enjoi video coming out? Are you guys can put this thing out because we're all waiting. So I think that pressure kind of came to those dudes, like, okay.
Yeah. Did you have like songs to it, or is it just footage?
No, just footage.
Just footage.
No,
Raw-
we
raw
were,
clips.
dude. It was literally like Matt gave me a couple weeks to go through that. I had just started, so there wasn't anything more than here's some footage. Here's the footage.
Right.
And to be honest, I feel like those type of little get-togethers is what does that for the skater. Like the skater comes in, they see it, and they're like, "Oh, dude, I'm
Well, there's
pissed.
al-
I'm about to fucking fuck shit up."
No, well, listen. There's always a couple skaters that are just totally fine. They have a full part. They have
Yep.
more than a full part.
Yep.
They're like, yeah, this is cool. And there's other people who are just devastated.
Oh,
Devastated.
Yeah.
Like I feel we used to have footage parties, or
man,
go and
we
look at the
watch.
video and stuff. I feel like it just wasn't. There was a vibe afterwards,
For sure.
of like people that didn't have
Well, because you're
a
also
lot of stuff.
comparing. You're comparing like,
Yeah.
oh, did you see what this dude had?
Yeah, it sucks to do that.
Damn.
But
And
it's
you're like,
also
what do I
apples
have?
to oranges as
Oh,
well,
totally.
right?
100% I
Everybody's got
agree.
their own
But
thing.
it's also a motivating tool too.
Mhm.
Like,
think
try
it-
to get your shit right. You
I
know
think
what
that's
I'm
why
saying?
you do it with the whole team.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think it's.
totally.
I think it. I don't know if I can remember.
It can deflate your shit.
I
though,
think
too.
it was like half and half.
Yeah, yeah.
I think it was deflating for others and motivating to others.
It was to
For
get
sure.
everyone on the same page.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
That was the plan. That's the
I mean,
plan.
I remember for the LRG video, I remember seeing.
You know what I
That is
mean?
the
though?
plan.
I remember
Yeah.
seeing Jack in TX's footage, and I'd be like, "What the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Like, I better fucking." You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
everyone.
So it was motivating
Yeah.
to you.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
And you could get bummed on that too, for sure.
100%.
I mean,
But-
if you got 2 clips, you're bummed.
yeah.
Yeah,
Man.
I had more
Yeah.
than 2 clips, thank God. But
But if you're Chico, you say, put me in the montage.
Put me in the
Put me in
montage.
the montage.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword, right?
totally.
You're either like Jerry left,
Yeah.
and you're in your mind, you're like, dude, this guy's got a full part. It's so fucking amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Oh, I was definitely like, what's the problem?
yeah.
Like, what? I just put all your stuff together. It's
Right.
great, man. Like, what's the problem? Yeah.
maybe he was
So-
thinking after 4 years, and then he saw that. Maybe he
I don't know
expected
what it
more
was.
or
I don't know
something.
what
I
it
don't
was.
know.
But also, shit changes within that 4 years. Whatever he filmed 4 years ago probably didn't meet up to his standards now.
Yeah. Yeah.
What, do you remember one trick that was in that footage at that little meeting? Like one trick specifically that was like his banger?
Like what he would have ended his part on at the
Yeah,
time?
something like that.
I don't know. Maybe that really good switch ollie. that's
Oh, yeah,
over,
with
like,
that
the
big-ass
tan
grass
bark.
cap.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. That one. I don't know. He also switch flipped over that rail into that bank.
Oh, that was gnarly.
Yeah. I don't.
That's.
Can't
I mean,
recall
it's always
exactly.
cool to for me looking at that.
Yeah.
you have that, and then you could build on that.
Totally.
And so is
Oh.
that when you started working specifically with the guys?
Yeah, then it was like, well, for Jerry, it was that was the go time. So that's when like we really sparked, like we really got on like a program. Like it was like the weekend warrior, like throughout the week we'll try and like go here and there, film some lines or whatever, and then Saturday, Sunday we're going to war, and then he'd like either be okay next week and be able to skate the whatever spots or be dead.
Right.
So and it was just every weekend. Where are we going? We're going here. I got this. I'm doing this. I'm doing this.
So eventually his parts started to come together.
Yeah.
Right. Would he come in and take peeks at what he had and stuff like that, or was he just hyper focused on skateboarding? He wasn't even looking at the
No,
footage
I don't think he
more?
looked at it after that.
Okay.
I don't think he looked at it after that.
understandable.
I think
Yeah.
well, we did have a full team video meeting
Okay.
like a little later. that was also like not that well received.
I'm telling you, these video meetings.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know
remember-
if I would do it. I don't know if I don't know if it's the right thing.
How else are you gonna kickstart it? Like,
Yeah, I
people
think
are like,
I think it's
I'm
a good
just
idea to
saying,
get
though,
everyone
it's-
to get your acting gear, dude.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I don't
But
know if
pre
it's good.
yeah right.
Yeah.
Did you ever have any?
they did. They
Really?
definitely did. Yeah, where we would look at footage and
No, but I mean before even the right, like videos before right.
like
Oh.
Paco.
Sure,
or
Paco.
like,
There you go. Good example.
No, in the first girl video, I mean, we would go and be a part of
Goldfish.
the
And
edit
Goldfish.
process. Be a part of the edit process and be
Wow.
like, yeah, I don't want that and this and that. We always had,
No shit.
a say, and it wasn't like everybody was there. We'd have like little groups of like, it'd be me, Carol, and Rick, and maybe Guy. We'll check whoever was available. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
And then, everybody else would check their shit out with other groups of people, and it was just like that for us. But yeah, I mean, I could see it being, like I said, being took in a different way. You know what I mean?
Sure.
By
I
certain
mean,
individuals. Especially in
Imagine
a group
going
setting.
I'd rather go to that and be bummed and work on it rather than going to the premiere and seeing it for the first time and be
That's
like,
true.
pissed.
No,
Yeah.
100%.
Straight up.
I just remember that those video meetings, it would be kind of like a half and half. It would be a double-edged sword, right? It's like, hey, we get to see what's going on, but then there'd also be people who would just be kind of like bummed and devastated,
Okay, let's see who those people were. Were the people with a lot of footage probably stoked? The people with the least footage probably bummed.
I'm just saying, dude.
Yeah.
Or
Agree.
the people, like in Jerry's case, the people who have been filming for 4 years and that shit 4 years ago does not meet up to the standards nowadays.
Yeah.
And they're like, fuck, I almost got to start from square one. I got
Yep.
all this whack footage
There is
that I don't
definitely that
even
case,
want
too.
those
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
shit in my part.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now I got to start all over.
That's
I
why these
totally
things
agree.
are good, I feel like.
Yeah.
It comes from all different angles.
I also
Just saying, I didn't give a fuck either
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
I just remember there were people that were left bummed.
Well, I feel like everyone, when you weren't watching your stuff, you were psyched.
Yeah.
Like I remember like
dude.
Louis being like psyched on like Clark's part, and then like his stuff would come on and be like, oh, I'm blowing it, and then like Jose would watch Louis' part. Dude, you're killing it, and then his stuff would come on and be like, dude, I'm
suck.
blowing it.
Yeah.
We're all
sure.
our worst critics,
Oh, my,
and just like, is
100%.
this good enough? And plus, you're seeing the raw footage, and you're seeing everything.
Yeah.
Like you're like, what? I don't want to use that. Like, just like
Totally.
you're
Yeah.
saying,
Absolutely.
And you don't want to be comparing yourself, dude. At the end of the day, it's all based on what you brought to the
Totally.
table. You know what I'm saying? Like, and unfortunately, if you didn't have a lot in the fucking bin at that time, you're gonna feel some type of way.
Right.
Yeah.
You're in the montage.
I mean,
yeah,
You're headed towards a montage.
yeah, dude.
I'll
Yeah,
say.
kick some fucking ass in the gear. Shit.
Okay, so let's get to it though, because I'm
Sure.
really interested. Because now you're filming with Jerry's in high gear
Yeah.
right now. He's
Everyone
weekend
was.
warrior.
Yeah.
Everybody. Okay?
Everybody was.
It's coming time to the end of the video. Did you guys have a video date set or end of filming? Let's go. This is going to be a premiere.
At some point. At some
yeah.
point, there was me and Matt are driving down to LA to
Venues
to finish
looking at-
the video.
Okay,
yeah, cool.
gotcha.
Because I was making rough edits at my apartment, and
He was editing though. He was putting the
No.
whole video. No,
I did
you
that.
were-
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
I did. I don't know, maybe 90% of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did all the rough edits. I put it all together. I think Matt came in when I started losing my mind at Dwindle, because we were there for like a month.
At
And
Dwindle.
Yeah, and it was
editing.
literally going to a hotel and then going to Dwindle and going to a hotel and going to Dwindle, and like after like weeks of that, you're like, dude, I can't look at this computer anymore. I'm done. So yeah, there was a few times where I was like, Matt, I can't edit this part. Can you please come in here and do this? And he'd be like, cool, because I need to stop doing these meetings or whatever he was doing, and he'd be like, I'll do this, and then I don't even know what I did. Like,
No,
sleep or
it's
something.
gnarly. I mean,
bad
I remember
process.
Raj saying, Raj for Oververt went up to he lived with
Oh yeah,
Louis.
same situation.
I mean, they counted how many beers that they bought.
Oh,
you know what
yeah.
I mean, like it was. It
Yeah,
was
we're out
torn.
of our mind.
Yeah,
He was out of his mind, right? Yeah.
Dude, I was psyched, Raj, that Louis was in that process with you, because I think he really got to understand what I had to go through. And at that time, dude, what's the problem? Put the video together, And you're like, hey, try it out,
yourself.
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
tedious process.
gnarly.
And that was like what, a month or so, Raj?
It was almost 2 months, maybe almost 3
And,
Yeah.
that I lived up there.
Right.
And it was Matt Mullen, Louis, and myself every day, pretty much.
I think you can claim San Jose now, dude. That was
2 months in San Jose.
Yeah, he's a San Josean.
Wow.
I don't even claim LA.
Come on, Raj. You claim Venice, bro. Listen, Okay, now we're getting to the end of the video. Jerry is trying to get his last trick. He's trying to nollie back heel
Yep.
down the Lincoln stairs. What was going on right then? Because this was land or slam.
It was like the most pressure you could put on someone.
Okay, tell the story.
Well,
I love it.
Well, we had put the ending trick was the gap to backs and nose one slide, the trick right before that.
Mhm.
And I was like, cool, dude, you're done. You did it. And Matt was like, you should go do that nollie backs to heel flip. And I think Jerry was like, really? You need to do that nollie backs to heel flip. And he was like, okay. And he planned to do it the day before I left to LA. Like I was like, I'm leaving on Monday. We're going on Sunday. And I need you to paint the end sign, because we had this whole thing of trying to use non-computer graphics. Like we tried to use like photographs and stuff and other things in the intro and people's titles and whatnot. So it was like, okay, this is going to be where the credits go into. So we need you to use this sign that it's going to say the end. And we're closing the video with this. And by the way, can you make it? So Jerry's up the night before, like painting this thing and just staring at the letters, the end.
Saturday night, he's
losing his mind. Like, oh my god, I have to try this trick. Like, and it's all there, the pressure.
We have it here somewhere, right?
Yeah, I brought it.
It's right there.
There it is. Bring it out.
How's this? Like
Look
this?
at that. Nope, the other way. Yeah.
There you go.
Amazing.
So Jerry, he's up Saturday night, painting this for his last trick.
Yeah.
Nollie back heel down the.
Losing his mind. Yeah.
Down the
And like,
stairs.
it shows up, like we pull up and he's like pulling that out of his trunk. Like, fuck, dude. Could you imagine?
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the last time we went, he like smacked his head, got heel bruised, like he got wrecked.
Damn.
And like, let's do it again. And I remember like he started trying it. I was like, all right, Jerry, let's get it. Like, this is happening,
What's he doing? What's Jerry doing? Is he alling the stairs first?
No,
Is he just
fuck
going straight for the nollie back heel?
This
He's
was
just gonna
business,
go
dude.
right.
This was business. Yeah, it was like.
Well, I'm always fascinated because some skaters have such different approaches to
totally.
these things.
Yeah, dude. Some people will like. I feel like Paul Rodriguez back in the day, like when he was younger, I felt like he did like
An arsenal of tricks.
arsenal of tricks.
Yeah, leading up to it,
Yeah,
right?
Totally. If
Like,
he's skating a rail, he would do 50-50 lip slide,
Yeah.
back front board, backboard, like
That's so much energy and time. Like, that's obviously a young dude right there,
for
but yeah, like that was not what's gonna happen. It was straight to business. Mark Whiteley was shooting photos. We had a few like our friend Halba was there. Wes Tanasha was there. I think either just hanging or maybe he shot photos too, just to support. Like we're there to all make this happen. And he just started going, and the vibes were good, and we're doing it, and then like slowly you're like, oh shit, like this
trick
might
after
not
trick.
happen.
Oh,
what
man.
do I do? Yeah.
Was he
like,
sticking it, or was?
I don't think he put down a single one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think there was
kept
just
kicking it away.
it was just
flailing.
slowly like more angry and angry. Like this is fucked.
Well, you put that. It's skateboarding, man. You put that pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
You're not just going there. The sign, and I mean, there's so
The
much
whole
build up
video's
to it.
on it.
Yeah.
The whole video. Yeah. It was
day,
rugged.
It's like
Last
Oh,
day.
yeah.
Like I'm literally leaving after this. So yeah, it was tough. But then I at one point I was really questioning if it was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of nowhere he did it. They're just like, holy.
like how many tries?
I don't know. A good amount. I wouldn't say it was like over the top, but I definitely was like unsure if it was going to happen.
Just the amount of impact you take jumping down that thing, bro. Like,
Going
Totally.
backside like that too,
Yeah.
going like
With some really bad Osiris shoes too.
Sure.
Like,
sure.
yeah, he was not happy. Yeah.
An hour.
Yeah, maybe a straight hour of trying.
I could say maybe like a good 30 tries. Like,
No, it was more than that.
Oh,
it was more
man.
than 30 tries.
Man.
Yeah.
And he fucking did it.
Yeah. He fucking did it.
Rolled away.
Yeah.
So wait, when you're doing that, you're like, oh shit, I got this, and I got to film the sign.
Yeah, I forgot about the sign. I blanked. I like was just, oh my god,
You were
he's
in
rolling
awe.
away. And then I was, where's the sign? Yeah, like I forgot. And so there is a little like
You sped it up a little
speed
bit?
up to like get it there because I was just so, I can't believe I can't believe I just
Where did
saw
you
that
have the
trick.
sign? It was
Dude, it was right in front of my feet.
Oh, so you're just
Yeah.
all you needed to do was like
That's all I
land
need.
him and then go down.
That's all I needed to do, but I was just...
But you went like, whoa,
I mean, I just saw like one of the most incredible skateboarding tricks go down.
Yeah.
And like...
The way he did it too was so good.
And the pressure
Let me
just-
ask you
yeah.
this, though.
Yeah.
You know, like as a filmmaker,
Sure.
videographer,
Sure.
listen, if you're there watching something go down, we're watching it with our own two eyes.
Sure.
Nowadays, kids are watching it through their screen, maybe with one eye, and one watching it in real life, you know. But
Sure.
you're watching it through a viewfinder,
Yeah, a tiny one.
tiny
Yeah,
viewfinder
the VX
that's
one's-
black and white.
It's
right?
color, but it's
Color,
tiny, man.
It's tiny.
Yeah.
That must be difficult in some aspects.
Oh,
right?
totally.
Because you're just seeing it through this little viewfinder. You're not seeing it with both eyes.
Yeah.
You have to like rewatch the footage to grasp the trick almost.
Yeah. Like a lot of dudes will be like, hey, am I rotating fast enough?
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, I
You don't know.
Yeah, you're
was
right.
not paying attention to that, dude.
Right.
It's so hard to see in there,
Mhm.
especially like the VX one time.
Sure.
And with that fisheye, for instance, if we were talking fisheye, like yeah, like that's tiny, man.
When you have the VX back then, especially, like, did you rewatch it, or you like, I can't? You know, sometimes you
Oh,
rewatch
yeah.
it, like it glitches.
No,
it.
we reran it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay.
I never really had that trouble.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. My cameras just worked, or I cleaned them, or
I remember
whatever.
sometimes it was just like only once.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it once.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, one of the
fuck this
first
shit
times I
up.
met Ewan Bowman, he was filming Justin Strubing, and Justin did this trick, and then like I didn't even really know Ewan, but I knew Justin, and they were like showing Justin, and he showed like one more person. And I'm like, oh yeah, can I see? And he's just like, oh, damn it. So like I could tell he was bummed. And I was like, oh
Fucking
shit,
Ewan.
dude, yeah. But he's my boy now, so it's all good. But I was like, we didn't even know each other.
Bro, Jerry must have been fucking ecstatic.
He was so
and
happy.
just
Yeah, dude.
the not maybe even just a relief.
Yeah, the
Just
relief.
that
Keyword.
Woo.
Straight up.
Yeah, I just revisited the footage because
Mm.
Thrasher's doing a piece on like a doc about Bag of Suck.
Amazing.
Oh,
It's pretty
wow.
cool, man.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So,
And
When is that coming out?
I think it comes out. I don't know. Sometime November.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so pretty soon.
Pretty soon.
Oh,
yeah.
sick.
Yeah. Maybe the 17th or something. I forget what he
Rad.
said. Brendan Bill put it together. It's
Okay.
really cool. I've seen it. It's really cool.
Dope.
But what were we talking about?
Nollie back heel.
Yeah,
Him feeling ecstatic.
relief.
Oh yeah. I was
Psych.
going through the footage because he was like, "Oh, can I get some of that?" And I went through it again, and I was just like watching and listening to like, you know, like my hands over the camera, like I'm just marking it, but like you are still capturing audio, and like hearing Jerry like talking to Mark Whiteley and people, and like everyone just talking, like, "Holy shit!" And like it wasn't like people weren't going nuts. Everyone was just like, "Dude, you did it," and he's like, "Oh, I'm so stoked, dude! Like, I'm so happy." You know, like in Jerry's way, like very like timid, but like you could tell like that was the top of the world to him.
Yeah,
But he was also so like relieved that it worked out. Yeah, yeah.
And then you got in your car the next day and
Well,
drove
then
down.
we actually went to my apartment and we filmed the lighting the cigarette part.
Oh, yeah.
It goes in between the two parts.
Oh. That was right after he.
Yeah, we
ended
went to
it.
my apartment, shot that, and then all right, now I'm at
Well,
it.
that's a happy shoot. That's
Yeah,
a happy
yeah,
shoot.
yeah.
That's
Hell
like,
yeah.
woo,
Yeah,
okay,
it was-
let's
it
do
was
this
good.
cigarette
we
thing
done
now.
did it.
Yeah.
No, it was all do whatever you want at this point, man. He was stoked. Yeah,
I mean, that part is what kind of got him big.
Catapult,
Yeah,
yeah.
catapulted him super big.
oh,
Totally.
100%,
Big pro.
man. That's what really like finally showed like everybody who he was and what he could
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
I always like the one clip where he just backside flips that bump to flat the stairs. I don't know if it's a really random clip. You're rolling fisheye with him.
Oh yeah.
I
Totally.
always thought I was like that backside was incredible.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
don't know.
totally. That was amazing, dude.
Yeah, if you go back and watch that in the nose grind pop out on the fucking hubba he does.
Yep. I bondoed that and made it worse.
What?
So that used to be knobbed,
Okay.
Right.
and I think we asked someone. I think I'm gonna say Kevin Calderwood, a homie from San Jose. I think we asked him to go knock the knobs off the night before, or Jerry asked him. So I think he knocked them off, and then there's a piece missing in the hubba. So I went there in the morning and I bondoed it, and I bondoed street, but I didn't bondo a hubba. So I was like, okay, like I'll put something here and I'll put it in there, then I'll kind of sand it off, and like looked good to me, But then when he was trying it, it just sinks a little. It's not the same as concrete.
Right,
so
right. Right.
I remember him just being like, I don't know if I can do this either. You know, same situation, just like another stress out Jerry situation.
Fuck.
But he did it. He did it.
That was amazing. Yeah, that stood out to me a lot. That nose.
Yeah.
It was the first time I've seen anyone do that.
Pop out on a hubba? That's
yeah.
wild.
Yeah, it was super wild.
Yeah. The backside flip over the bump of the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Brooks' wife was there. She wasn't his wife at the time, just girlfriend.
Wow.
She was just there.
Yeah, well, like Joe brought her, like,
okay,
come on with me, like, check out what I do or something, you know? And she was hanging around Kara. Yeah, it was sick.
Trying
man.
to get some brownie points.
It was
you
cool.
know?
She's like, damn, this is tight what you guys do. Yeah, it was sick.
That's right.
Yeah, she got to witness like a really rad trick too.
Yeah.
Damn.
How was it choosing the music for that video?
I'd say it was. I'd probably say 100% Matt.
Because it was great. It was a great soundtrack.
Great soundtrack, dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Like I get a lot of credit for Bag of Suck of being behind the lens, and I appreciate it. But Matt's direction, Matt's music choice, Matt's vision with the whole thing, it's Matt, dude. Like
Right.
he really deserves all the credit that there is there. I mean, along with the team.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
the team
yeah.
also, not just with skating, like skating's that's already so obvious, but like even the direction of the piece, like everything, like they had so much to do with it.
I mean,
too.
it takes a village.
Dude,
you know?
100%.
That's why.
Yeah.
Dude, Jose, everyone had great parts in the
Yeah.
video.
Oh, it's so good.
Jason Adams.
Jason Adams, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, Louis' part. I always loved that he skated the Rod Stewart.
Mhm.
I just thought I don't know.
He had such reservations.
yeah.
Really?
Such reservations. When Matt showed it to me, I was like, "Oh, we're in. This is amazing. This song's great, dude. Let's do it." And Louis was like, "Fuck no." Like hard no. And they came to like they battled on it like Matt, because Matt's so gnarly, dude. He's so like in his way. But like his way is usually right. Like he knows what he's doing. You gotta like have faith, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Louis was like, "No way, Matt." And Matt was like, "Fine, edit your own part." And like was like, "Kyle, give him the footage. Do it yourself then." And Louis was like,
Wow.
"Nah, I'm not doing it.
Wait, so he didn't give him any options on music? He just like,
This is your
this
song.
is it.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is your song."
Damn.
I thought that
It
was a
worked
great
well.
song. That was
Yeah.
super good for him.
Yeah,
So
that's
good.
dope.
Yeah.
I think all those songs are
Yeah.
so perfect for those
Do
guys.
we know how Louis felt about it after it came out?
I'm
He
sure
probably
he's
changed
happy.
his mind,
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
sure. I mean, everyone loves that part. I think it's a great part. I think he shines, and I'm
Fuck
sure
yeah.
he's like, cool, great.
Music is very impactful on
Dude.
the video part.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Real
yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
And that was the part that wasn't that the one that Jose went pro to?
No, he went pro for the bonus round video.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was-
Yeah, he got the short end of the stick on that Bag of Suck because he got in a car accident
Oh.
right at the end during a Jerry mission.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we went to the Dixon Landing spot with the ledge that goes out. You know the
Oh
the
yeah,
skinny
the
white ledge?
skinny one's sketchy.
Those things
Yeah.
are sketchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was trying backside 80 nose grind, backside 80, and Jerry did switch backside 50, frontside 180.
Mm.
Daryl Angel did nollie crook. Yeah.
This is all
we'll
one
go with
session?
that. Yeah, one session. Yeah,
Okay.
we were all skating, go time. Those dudes were all doing it, and then it was late. It was like 11 or something, 12, something around then. All right, we're out of here. Let's go to the next spot. And Jerry took off before because he made his trick fast. Obviously, Jerry. And yeah, we left, and I was in front of them, and they were like a little bit behind me, and this person pulled right in front of me, and I stopped, and I like kind of blindsided them because
see
they
it.
couldn't see because my car was there,
Right.
and Daryl was driving, and he just kept going, and the girl T-boned him.
Oh.
And Daryl's car was like ghetto and small, and Jose's huge.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Dude, smash. I like pull my car over. It's the middle of the night. No one's around. I'm running over there, like trying to open the door. Jose's screaming. Dude, it was gnarly.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
Gnarly. And I'm just like, oh my God, my friends are toast, dude. This is so gnarly. Like you could see the imprints of like Jose's knees on the
The door and the inside.
yeah, the front, like the
Glove compartment.
compartment.
They-
Oh my gosh.
It was so gnarly, and he's screaming, dude, that bad scream.
Right.
And you're just
Right.
like, holy fuck. And I'm like, where's Jerry? Like, oh fuck. Like, what am I doing? And the lady's like, what happened?
Oh no.
And yeah, my friend was like, what the fuck do you mean? What happened? Like, I'm like, dude, stop. Like, we got to deal with this. Like, it was gnarly. Damn. And, yeah, so he ended up like, I think he broke some bones in his neck. I forget, man. I know he had a collapsed lung, broke his collarbone, and I think something happened with his neck. Daryl didn't get too hurt, but he had like gnarly whiplash. But yeah, I remember like calling Eversol like, dude, this just happened. Like, what do we do? And, you know, the video was obviously very, you know, not important at that point. But
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
but it was real, man. And so, yeah, his whole part got cut.
Right.
And, you know, like he had probably 6 months or something. I don't remember. But, you know.
Oh, yeah, maybe I was tripping. I thought for some reason, he didn't have a part in that, huh?
No, he had a part. It's just.
Oh, he got cut short.
It just got cut short.
Yeah,
That's what I
it
meant.
was. Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
when I meant cut.
Yeah.
Like he could have done more, and I think to this day, I think he still like kind of wishes, you know, like doesn't feel like it's there. But I think the part's still super strong. But that was a heavy situation to the video.
Damn.
To him in his life, most importantly, obviously.
Yeah.
But if we're talking video time here,
Right.
it was like, wow, Jose's part's done.
I mean, still a lot of recovery.
Yeah.
It's over a year probably.
Oh yeah, it was
Like,
gnarly, dude.
Collapsed
Yeah.
lung.
It was rough,
vertebrae,
man. Yeah,
shit.
we were scared going to the hospital, the whole thing, and worried about the guy. And
Right.
yeah, he pulled through and yeah, came back and put out a pro part and turned pro.
There
so,
you go.
know, it's all
That
good.
part
He's
was so good.
Bro, he's a ripper. Bro,
Totally.
how tall is he? 8 feet?
Dude,
8 foot tall?
8.5.
He is so good looking on his board, bro.
Yeah,
Dude,
dude.
style.
And oh my
Style
God.
king. Everything's
Style
butter.
for days,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
he
That
looks
song he
very
used too
comfortable.
in that part, the
Yeah.
bonus round. Man.
Yeah, Matt Eversole.
Yeah.
Oh, bonus round? Probably Matt too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What? When he backtailed the Stanford.
Yeah. That was a wild one, man, because he had the cover and he didn't make it.
Oh.
So they shut the cover.
One of these again.
Yeah,
One
it's
of
tough,
these.
man. Tough. Well, he didn't make it that day, and he had it. It was so he had it, dude. Like, so it was like, okay, he didn't make it, dude. He'll go back and do this. Like, we all watched him do it, but then it just, I think
The cover,
pressure,
no less.
Yeah, the cover,
Fuck.
man. His first cover, and the pressure, everything, and it took him a while to get back there. And I went on many missions to get him back onto that thing, and then he couldn't. I think he had trouble even just trying it, getting into it. And it was like, oh,
weird.
dude. Yeah, but like, a little while later, like I told him, I was like, dude, you have to go to Sunnyvale and you backtail the little tiny hubba there like 100 times in a row and get in your car and meet me at Stanford. Right. That's how you have to do this.
Yeah.
Like and that's the time it worked.
He did it.
Wow.
Yeah,
sick.
and I was so stoked for him, man.
Yeah.
I was so proud of him,
sick.
dude. Because he was like so, like it was another Jerry situation, like the Lincoln stairs.
Sure,
like
sure.
so much pressure. Like, and Eversol gave him so much shit for not making that back tail. And he said, if you make that back tail, we'll turn you pro.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, there
Not
was
only
a lot
was
of,
on the cover of Thrasher.
yeah, you want to turn pro?
Turn pro.
Yeah. He lands it and he's like, I'm pro. It was so good. Man.
Amazing,
amazing.
bro.
Good coaching him through that though.
Yeah.
He needed it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he needed it. But he had it physically. He has the talent. It's just like, dude, just get over the mental break of
Yeah, the mental shit gets you sometimes.
it gets you, man.
I could tell that was the part that he really pushed himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super sick.
He killed it, man. Yeah. Came into his own.
So, Enjoi video done.
Done.
Right.
Yeah.
Finished that.
Yeah.
Well received, man. Great video.
Yeah,
you guys
definitely,
really fucking nailed it. Skaters, the whole thing was it was not a bag of suck. It was a bag of gold.
How did you name it? The bag of suck?
MJ. But MJ, the original
Right, of
idea,
course,
yeah. The original idea was that Mark wanted to call it Box of Fuck.
Box of fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's all I know. I don't know why. I don't know how. And then I think for obvious reasons of selling the video,
Bag
that
of
Matt
suck.
was like, all right, let's alter it a little bit.
Right.
That was better. I think that
Yeah.
worked better. Back and suck worked better.
We'll change box to bag and fuck to suck.
Straight up.
It worked,
Bag
I
of
guess.
suck.
Yeah.
Good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing that when we were talking like names. I was like, holy shit, dude.
That's on the chopping
yeah,
block?
Mark.
Right.
Dude, Mark was pretty involved in the video actually.
Rad.
Yeah, I will say there was towards the end that last year, like Mark was around a lot. He was living in Palo Alto. And actually I got a good story.
Yeah.
I was just working off like a ghetto computer that I had, and I'm trying to put together this video. And at the time, like, you know, not every computer could do video editing well. So I really wanted to get a new computer, but you know, I didn't get paid that much. I mean, I got paid okay, but not enough to be able to like buy something as large as a computer.
Sure.
But I was in the Apple store one day in Palo Alto, and Mark was in there. I was like, "Oh, what's up, Mark?" And he's like, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing?" I was like, "Oh, I'm just looking at this computer." And he's like, "Oh yeah, what it's all about?" And I was like, "Oh, I just, you know, editing, and I think I just need to step it up, but I'm gonna get it. I've got, you know, I'm saving whatever." And he's like, "Oh, cool, yeah, that's sick." And whatever, went on our ways, and saw him again later at Matt's house, and he was like, "Hey, did you get that computer?" And I was like, "Oh, not yet, dude. I'm still saving, you know, whatever." He's like, "Oh, okay, cool." I was like, "All right, that was the weirdest thing to say to me, but okay, cool, yeah, I guess." And then in the end, he was I was leaving. He like just slips me this piece of paper, and it just said, "Call Mark J," and it had his phone number, and he drew a little laptop. And I was so like,
What?
this can't mean what I think it means,
Right.
But that's so weird. I was like, what is going on, dude? And so I like called him or something, and then he was like, "Yeah, what was that computer you wanted?" And I was like, "Oh, it's this 15-inch with this and this." And he's like, "Okay, how many this?" I was like, "Oh, this." I'm like, "Oh my God, is he really gonna buy this thing for me?" Like, there's no way. Like, maybe he's talking to somebody, right? I was like, "This can't be." And then I go to Matt's like a couple days later.
Is
I'm
he?
like, "Oh."
I'm sorry to interrupt. Is
Yeah.
he writing for Enjoi at this point, or is he
No.
off?
No.
He writes
No.
on.
He writes
for
chocolate
chocolate. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And but he, you know, he was so involved with Enjoi. He was so involved with Enjoi and our crew, you know what I mean? Like Jerry, Mark, Louie, like they were such a, you know, a piece. So and Matt and Chris Avery, you know, they were all just buddies. Like there's no like those videos are true, like, you know what I mean? Like those were the homies. But yeah, he showed up to Eversol's house. And I was like, "Yo, what's up, Matt? What's up, Mark? You know, what's up, Jerry? Somebody." And Mark's like, "Oh, hey, your computer's over there."
Just like nonchalant. Right.
And I'm just like, "What, dude? Like, are you serious?" I go over there and there's just the Apple bag. He's like, "Yeah, and I got your Apple Care and you know, like something like that." And I was just
He's
like,
the man.
Wow.
I was like, "What?" And I didn't know. I had a feeling that was coming, but I still didn't believe it till I saw
Right.
it, and I still didn't know what to say. And I remember going up to him and being like, "Dude, like what, you know, just no words." And he was like, "Look, dude, you're making like this video that is important to me, and I really want it to come together. So do a good job." And I was just like,
Fucking
That's amazing.
Right.
yeah,
dude.
yeah. It was wild, man. It was wild.
Fucking MJ.
Wow.
It meant so much to me, dude.
Yeah.
And like, you know, like there's no reason that he had to do that other than his own care for his
Yeah.
friends. Yeah, yeah.
Straight.
It's so Mark though.
Yeah.
He's so giving.
He's
and
so
like,
giving. Yep.
I would go out to dinners with that guy.
Oh, yeah.
And like, you know, and he'd be like, the check would come and he'd like snatch it up. I'd be like, no, let me pay. He's like, I got it. I just got my Spitfire check, baby. It's all good. Like, you know, just,
Yeah.
he would always just buy. He's just that guy.
These weren't
He's
small,
just that guy.
small orders, you know. Like I remember like going to Earth Cafe with like a crew,
Yeah.
like Ty, dude. You might have been there.
Mm.
We went skating one time or a couple times, but back in that era, and it was like Ty, Roger, Nestor, and I don't know, a bunch of people. But we like a crew.
Yeah.
He's filming for something. Yeah, right. Maybe I don't remember, but yeah, like big Earth Cafe check. I got it, bros.
Yeah.
Hey, and let's get some desserts too.
Oh, yeah.
Those things are expensive, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark
that's
was
fast.
Totally.
Mark is a giving dude.
Yeah,
man.
he would be the guy also to get up and go pay for the stuff.
Yeah.
And then he'd come back
What a-
without even saying
They'd be like,
anything.
"Yeah, we're
Then he'd be
good."
like, "Oh, we're ready to go. Well, where's the check? It's all good, baby.
Yeah.
I got that shit. You
Dude,
know,
wow.
like
What
it's
a-
all taken
Yeah.
care of.
Yeah.
You know, he's very, dude. He's I love
that's a
Marc
fucking
Johnson.
G move
yeah.
to go and pay for that shit.
He would do that
Before the check
all the
came,
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All
that's
the
Mark,
time.
dude.
Yeah.
100%.
And he's
yeah.
not even on that team anymore, but it meant a lot to him just to have that
super
video.
Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. Well, and
That's super
then
dope.
we almost had Mark was almost in the video.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about that?
No.
Oh yeah,
What
what happened? Well,
So MJ almost had a part in the Enjoi video in Bag of Suck at the end that I put together.
So you had the part done.
So what happened was Mark, like I said, Mark was around hanging out with all of us, all that during the end of that, and going to dinners with us and hanging out, skating, standard San Jose times. And there's one of the nights at Eversol's place. I think they were just like, hey, Kyle, like, why don't you grab all that Mark stuff that was on the Chris Avery tapes and Matt's tapes and some of my stuff, put something together of Mark. Mark was like, yeah, do that. I was like, oh, all right, sure. I mean, you guys are in charge, man. I'm just here, So went back to my place and like started going through this stuff. And I was like, whoa, this is actually kind of cool. And then Mark was like, oh, I got this song. It's a Chemical Brothers song. And he was like, yeah, put this in there. And then Matt was like, let's put in doubles. Like I had or Mark did a trick and then Jerry did a trick. Same, you know what I mean? Like a doubles thing.
Yeah.
And then he had one with Louie, and then he had one with Chris Avery, and he had one with Clark Hassler. So like all these dudes and Jose Rojo, like all these dudes had like these doubles things and like very tilt modey, like homey, like being silly, just doing their tilt mode thing. And started putting it together, and I was like, whoa, this is cool, man. This is like really coming together. And I sent it over to Matt and Mark and over Instant Messenger. Remember that was the thing at the time? Yeah, ship it on over. Wait 45 minutes for this like 30-second clip to go by. And they were like super into it. And we like talked on the phone. Like Mark was like so into it. Like was like it meant a lot to him because it was like him and his company and his homies that he built and made. Like he made Enjoi what it is. He was the director. He's the direction. He's everything. So even though he wasn't on the team, it was like he cared. Like obviously, like he cared so much about this project and these guys. And he was like, "Oh, this is going in," and he was like calling the shot too. It was really funny. He was like, "This is going in the video," and I was like, "Cool, sounds great." And then it was like reality. I'm gonna need to clear this by Rick Howard, Mike Carroll, and Ty.
Okay.
And I was like, "Okay, like I'm hands off at this point."
Sure.
But it ended up going to Rick, and Rick was thumbs up. I loved it. He's like, it was so good, and he was so psyched on it. He got the vibe because there was a vibe to it of these homies, you know what I mean? And I think Mike was into it too. I just remember Rick Howard saying that he was really into it, or at least Mark and Matt relaying that to me. But then it had to go to Ty, and I've said this before, but to Ty's like defense on this whole thing, he was working on the Lakai video that was so anticipated. I'd probably say more than an Enjoi video, and ended up being even more than an Enjoi video in terms of that. If I was putting together the Kai video and someone said, hey, I'm going to take, a couple minutes of your Mark stuff, even if it was whatever footage, I'd be like, no, I'm not, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can wait. Let me look at everything first.
Yep.
And then, you know what I mean?
But we were putting out the video
First,
and Fully Flared was coming out like 2 or 3 years later.
Right.
2 or 3 years later. So I totally get it.
Yeah.
But so yeah, Ty said no.
Right.
He's like, I need everything. And Matt and Mark were pissed. And they were like, this is garbage footage. It's like the tricks or whatever. I mean, some of it was good, and some of it was some of the stuff that's in Fully Flared, but a lot of it's mess around stuff. But I 100% get Mark's side, I get Matt's side, and I get Ty's side.
Yeah.
I don't think that anyone's in the wrong. It just is what it is,
Yeah. Is that video, do you have that video somewhere on a hard drive?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, has it been out in the public?
Roger put it, we premiered it once, right?
Yeah, we premiered it up in San Jose for the 15-year anniversary.
Yeah, they did like
that's right.
They showed it once and they didn't show it again.
Kelly, you seen it?
I did see that actually. Yeah, that was really cool.
That thing's not on the tube. It's not on YouTube.
They'll get there.
Okay.
They'll get there. I asked Mark about it recently. He was like, "Yeah, put
I
it
have
up,
seen
man.
that.
Whatever."
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
like, "Okay, but it's kind of got to be. I don't know. I almost want to clean it up because it's kind of been built up a lot, and it's literally just like a rough edit.
Got you.
It's just I've never touched it since, so it's just a rough edit, like whatever. But it didn't end up going in, and I really wish it did to this day. It's a cool story in the end, but I think it would have been a really cool thing for Marc. You know, like Chris Avery was in it, his film, like his good friend who filmed him his whole career. You know, like there was a lot more than just like, oh yeah, put a part in there of skating, you know. So
it made sense. It's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow. I can see both sides also.
Me too.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just you look at those as a skater and as a fan, you're like, oh, fuck, that's lame.
Yeah.
That sucks, you know. Could have had a MJ with his friends.
It's a cool story now.
Final
It's a
little
cool
departure
story,
type
yeah.
of-
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little departure as well. You
I mean,
know?
but you know, we could put it out now and no one would care. Ty would probably be like, "This is sick, dude." You know, like
Yeah.
Ty would be all sparked
Yeah.
on it, you
Yeah.
know, and Marc, you know, and it's all good. You know, I think also that time, like, think of all the tensions that were going on with Fully Flared. You know what I mean? Like that was a
Yeah.
tough time for a lot of people. So,
He just wanted Mark's part to be as best as it
Yeah.
possibly
Look what-
could.
Dude,
dude,
And
look what he
at-
did for Marc.
Yeah, yeah.
know.
I mean,
1,000.
the skating is the skating. Like
Yeah.
Marc did what he did for Marc, but
Yeah.
Ty and Marc together as a team, look what they did.
3 songs.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So would you trade? Would you trade a little bit of that for this Marc Enjoi thing? I don't think I would. I think
Right.
I'd still keep Marc's Enjoi or Lakai thing as
it
the
is.
perfection
Well,
that it was.
how many clips were used? Do we know like that? The recycle aspect of it, like
I remember Fakey Back Lip on the Duffy rail,
Oh,
the
that's
Duffy
right.
Rain rail. I remember that was taken. Some of it was just like skate park stuff.
Right.
So he wouldn't have used that, but there was some like legit tricks.
Okay.
Right.
You know, so
yeah.
Dude, any MJ footage is good footage.
Hell
totally,
It is.
Yeah.
100% agree.
Yeah.
with
It could be a skate park. It could be in a warehouse. It
Yep.
could be anywhere. It is good.
I mean, the stuff that's in the video now was what was going to be in there. You know, so it was that stuff plus some of the Lakai stuff.
Okay.
Have you ever seen MJ's Sponsor Me video on YouTube?
No, I've seen Jerry's.
MJ sponsor. I edited it.
Really?
Yeah. He gave me all the footage years later when we were doing
Wow.
back 40 stuff. And he's like, dude,
No
I have
way.
all this footage. This is what filmed so long ago. And he gave
Crazy.
it all to me and I edited it together.
No way.
a
I'm looking
sponsor
it
me
up.
Wow.
tape. Yeah.
Link in description or whatever.
Maybe. Yeah. Link in the, yeah. It's
know what's
good
all-
though. It's fun.
That's
It's fun.
sick.
What's also cool about Marc, he gave the iPad here.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
again, such a
Yeah.
caring.
Very good.
I mean, he
Seriously.
gave me an iPad with my trick on loop.
Gave me a computer.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He's given a lot of stuff.
He's a fucking
really
king,
has.
dude.
He is.
Marc,
He
we
is.
all love you.
Definitely, bro.
Yes.
Miss you, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Haven't seen you for a minute.
Back 40 was dope.
Thank you.
I was a
Yeah,
big
it was
fan.
Fun.
I
It
wish that was
fun.
the dude. The was it Skate and Create that you guys did?
Oh, the Mr. Skateboarder.
Dude.
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
so
That was
good.
pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else was like doing like such a serious thing, and then you guys came in and it was just like so funny. Man.
Well, I thought it was interesting because at that skating, everything before Skate and Create, it was in a warehouse.
yeah,
And there was Skate, you create whatever. And then they said, okay, you guys can go out of the warehouse.
Mhm.
And so everybody else was in the streets and doing all the kind of stuff. And we went back in the warehouse.
Oh God,
Gary Rogers was in it, dude.
Oh, wow.
Like,
I think
oh,
I did-
so good.
2 Skate and Creates.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, being stuck in that warehouse is
Oh, my
gnarly.
God.
Yeah,
dude.
that shit's no joke.
Yeah, I think
I don't want to go
had
back into there.
a few days to do that. I don't know. It was fun. It was fun.
Oh, you
Yeah,
guys
back
nailed
40 was really fun. We were just having fun. Because
Yeah.
that's what skateboarding is.
Yeah.
It's a good time. And
Yeah.
Marc's just such a creative, like, genius.
Yep.
You know, you can't, even if his ideas seem so fucking outrageous,
Mhm.
you're like, okay, well, that's pretty genius.
That's pretty good,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Well,
There's no
that's-
denying it.
That's why it was such a rad combination of Marc and Matt.
Right.
And then, but they also have their own like Matt. Like they also don't work together. They
Right.
also had like tons of falling out back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like
Well, two creative minds
They're so
going
g-
together.
they're so
It's tough.
genius,
It's
yeah.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
You need one of those guys at the helm
yeah,
to run it.
yeah,
You know,
they're
Too
the
many
best.
cooks in the kitchen.
kinda. It's hard, right?
Mhm.
But
Man.
but when it works, when they're together and it works,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
incredible, man. It's like something so special.
It's got to be some give and take, right? It's
Yeah.
got to be got to find that formula.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. But
Yeah.
Shout out Marc Johnson.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
G.
Mm-hmm.
Capital G.
Capital.
So what happened with Enjoi? What video's done? Everything's done. What's
Video's
what's
done.
going
We
on
started
out there?
moving on to we started doing, what are they called? Were they called podcasts? Just the little videos?
Vodcast.
Podcast?
No, it was pod something. Maybe it was podcast. Anyway, we started doing little pieces here and there.
Okay.
Little things and traveling and the reaction after the video was insane. They got the trans world video of the year and it was like, whoa, and Jerry was just like skater of the year, or not skater of the year, thrasher skater of the year, but like, he won like this trans world awards and all the other awards and all these things. And it was just like, Jerry, you're the best right now. And like, that was so cool to see, man. Like, just see his efforts paid off.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know if like financially that meant anything, but just like respect in skateboarding was just like, dude,
It's huge,
man. It was everything. It was so cool, man. It was so cool.
I remember him writing for Osiris, and back then, Osiris wasn't the coolest thing. Like to
No,
a certain, it wasn't.
No.
And then like he went from Osiris to getting on Emerica.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, he made that bridge.
He got out.
And that was just something that happened back then.
Sure.
I'm just noticing that, and I was like, wow, he really did it.
Yeah.
He
Sometimes
really-
that's a hard bridge to cross.
Yeah.
Totally.
That bridge can collapse.
He'd been there for so long, dude.
Yeah.
The storm,
Oh yeah,
like
storm flip.
storm flip.
Yeah.
Storm
But like I mean that in all, I guess, positivity and like
No, in terms of
Yeah.
he showed that with just doing what he could do, like he could go anywhere.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
People
to
saw
see.
the light.
People saw
No,
it,
totally,
you know?
man.
Yeah.
Which, again, back then it was hard to do. You were affiliated with something. It's hard to branch out and
Yep.
make moves.
Get beyond that mold.
Oh, totally,
kinda,
man. Totally. Yeah, I mean, people definitely, he didn't really get stuck in that Osiris world.
No.
Yeah, he got out and
Yeah.
Still known for it, though. Storm
Oh,
flip,
yeah.
everything.
We'll
Yeah,
still hold
yep.
it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see.
Can't hide from your past sometimes.
No, he's proud.
oh, he talked. Yeah, when he was on our show, he was
Yeah.
talking about it. That was epic.
Oh,
As
yeah.
he should.
Yeah.
As he should.
I mean, to this day, he still get storm flip and all that.
So
stuff.
cool.
But, so enjoy.
Yeah. It was going great. I started shooting photos. I think it happened because, I was always shooting photos. I took a camera with me every now and then, like a little point and shoot, or not a point and shoot, a 35 millimeter that I had for a while. And I'd shoot every now and then with, Joe Broke.
Mm-hmm.
I had so many teachers, Mark Whiteley. And I was like, wanted to step it up. Like,
Sure.
I want to try flashes. I want to try and see what this is like. And, since digital had just started, I think Atiba at the time was like the first dude that was really shooting digital, and digital slowly started becoming affordable. I was like, all right, well, I'll get one of those and I'll try this stuff. And so I started shooting photos and I got so into it. It was so fun. I'd been filming with the VX1000 for however many years, and it was great, but like, dude, I needed something new. I needed something to like learn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't mean to say like I'd mastered it or anything, but like, there's only so much you can do with the VX1000.
It felt repetitive, probably. To you?
Totally felt repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was great. I had so much fun, and I was still contributing to, tons of videos, and, Jason Adams went on to Black Labels. I was helping him with that part. There was so many things I was having a good time with, but like, you start seeing photos and you're like, whoa, this is cool, and I can buy a flash for this and whatever, and it just sucked me in.
Yeah.
So I was still handling my duties at Enjoi, filming everyone, but I was like starting to shoot a lot. And I remember like, if I went shot something or film something with Jose, I'd be like, hey, can I shoot a photo of that? And usually they'd be like, yeah, cool, man, let's do it. This is great. But I think that it started to take over my filming.
Gotcha.
I don't really know if it did, but I think some people weren't into it. I think like maybe Louis was like, dude, you need to be concentrating on filming me or something. You know what I mean? And I get it.
I mean, they're not using skate photos for ads.
Well,
Enjoy.
Oh,
Yeah,
Enjoi?
Enjoi.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. 100%.
So there's no need for any skate photos
No.
because they're doing their
Everything we wanted to shoot photos of for ads was with the point and shoot
Exactly.
little elf cameras.
Right.
Yeah. It was just like, be at the party when this goes down. We'll find something. Yeah, it was
Exactly.
awesome.
Sure.
But yeah, I started shooting more and more photos, and I just wanted to learn, man. I was just having so much fun with it. And like the younger guys would like always be the easiest. Like Nestor Judkins, like Nestor would be like, sure, let's shoot a photo of it. Like, cool. Well, it's awesome. And like, he was like kind of interested in photography too. So like he'd check it out, you know, like we had fun with it. But I think like when we started doing bonus round, the next tilt mode video, I was like really like half and half, like starting to shoot a lot and film less. And Matt brought on another filmer that was around San Jose, Carson Lee, and hired him to help. And I mean, Carson wasn't trying to shoot photos at the same time too. So Matt was probably just like, dude, Carson's giving me all this stuff. You're only giving me this much stuff. What's going on here?
Right.
So it kind of like got to a point, and Matt is really gnarly in terms of like digging at people. So he would just dig at me, man, just dig at me and stress me out, and like I started like losing it, and I got this gnarly rash from the whole side of my body.
Whoa.
From stressing out.
From stressing from this dude. And like Matt's my homie to this day, and he was then, but like at that time I was so over him, like and he was over me too. Like we were bummed.
Took a toll.
we were bummed.
Yeah, we were both bummed. But yeah, he stressed me out, and like the doctor was like, dude, you're just stressed, like you got to go chill out. And like I was like, well, like I'm gonna quit Enjoi then. And it really was like, to me, like meant so much, like I'm gonna quit Enjoi. Like I had to like say that to myself, but I couldn't work with Matt anymore. Like I was doing something else, and he was pissed at it, and I understand, like, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing my job. My job was to be the filmer.
Right.
But I was really wanting to pursue it. I was having a lot of fun. So I quit, and it was rough, and I was super scared. I was like, oh my God, my paycheck's gone. Like my monthly income is gone. How am I gonna pay rent? But I just kept going, and just kept trying to. I was filming and shooting, and I took shooting more seriously, and I bought more gear, and I was talking to Ryan Allen a lot, photographer, and he was like, I would send him my photos, and he would be like, oh, you know, you move this here, you know, this is off, and da-da-da. And same with Mark Whiteley and Joe Brook, and all those dudes would help me. And so then I just started freelancing for a while, and photos started getting run and working, and it was working. I was having a blast, man.
And
so
you were filming the same time?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was still filming, but just doing both.
Yeah.
I mean, also filmers, if you're a freelance filmer, what year was this? Do you remember when you quit Enjoi?
2008, maybe 2007.
So magazines are still
a
big thing.
Yeah.
So you were going to get more money submitting a photo to somebody than you were going to get paid a clip, you know, as a freelancer.
For sure. I mean, it wasn't wild, but it was definitely a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I mean, you spend the time filming one trick, getting a photo of that trick, the paid is night and day.
10 times.
There you
Get
go.
$50 for I'm gonna go with like those years rates, like $50 film, like $40 film a clip, and then like 400 or 500.
That's
for a
quite
photo.
a jump.
Yeah, and I mean, it was cool. Like, to me, it wasn't like, cool, I got all this money, what's up, like got a new car. It was more like, cool, I'm getting money, I'm gonna buy more gear, and I'm gonna, you know, I
invest back into
I
yourself.
just wanted to make more
for
skate
sure.
stuff. I just wanted to shoot skating and have fun, and that was my everything. So
I mean, dude, when I started working with you for LRG stuff, it was so fun because I could know I could go stay with you for the weekend, photos and videos all day.
Yeah.
It would just be me and you going skating.
yeah.
So it wasn't like, it was just an easier process.
Yeah.
Whatever you needed or whatever LRG needed, you could just be like, yeah, cool, I'm done.
Yeah. And that's why I ended up working at LRG.
Yeah.
I mean, well, Clairval hit me up to edit the Me My Money Chico video, and kind of the same situation as Enjoi, where it was like, here's all my tapes. I don't know how to edit, so can you make this? So that was my like introduction to LRG, making that for them with Anthony. But yeah, that's why LRG ended up working. So they're like, we need someone to shoot ads. We need photos. We need video. We need catalog stuff.
Yeah.
Can
We
you
could
do it?
hire one guy instead
Yeah.
of three guys.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, there's some shortcomings to that, you know, but
I could imagine.
it worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it worked out. So that's how that came about, and
I want to say thank you for that video. Was a big part. I remember going to see a little bit of the video
Yeah,
when you were
yeah.
doing it. I thought it was really cool. But I just want to say thank you for this. Hey, you've been a friend of mine. It's been, I mean, dude, it's so fun just working with you and hanging out. But when you came up to me at the premiere and you're like, hey, dude, like you and Clairval, you're like, hey, man, you're really shining this video. And I was like, I thought I had like no part. I didn't even know what had happened to me. You know what I mean? But I was just like, wow, like, I don't know. I just want to say thank you for making us look good.
For sure, man.
That's a big thing. So I appreciate it a lot,
dude,
man.
my pleasure.
Yeah.
Like 100% my pleasure.
Yeah.
Like it was so fun for me. Like, I mean, I knew Jack really well. I knew Langy since he was a little kid.
Mm-hmm.
So like I had like, and then like Rob G, like knew him through like Jose. And, like I'd met like a bunch of all these dudes, but like, you know, that was fun.
That
man.
crew
That
was
crew.
something different, dude.
Yeah.
It was something special with that crew, man.
TX.
TX. Those trips, we talk, I mean, me and you joke about like Jack doing the switch nose grind and everyone dancing in the park after.
Yeah.
Like, it's just good vibes.
It was such a good crew, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carl. Dude,
Yeah,
Carl
Carl.
Watson. Oh my god, dude.
So sick.
I was so psyched to edit that video. It was really fun, man. It was really fun. So
They brought you in right at the end?
yeah, it was just literally here because Clairval didn't edit at the time.
Right.
He only filmed. So he had all these he had ideas and he had like a general direction
Right.
and he had music, but he didn't know anything else.
Wow.
So I was like, "Can you put this together?"
Gotcha.
Yeah, and he came and he worked with me for maybe a week or two or something. I can't remember. And you know, we ate General's chicken nonstop. Went nuts. It was cool.
Amazing.
No, it was tight.
That's
Yeah,
super dope.
yeah, it
Yeah,
worked
it was a
out.
great video, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah,
Really good.
Anthony, you know, like I stoked at that time. You know, I got to really work under people that like I looked up to
Sure.
and like got a lot of really cool opportunities. You know, Matt and then Anthony. Like, it was sick, man. Yeah.
Yeah, you've really worked on pretty good monumental videos.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
for real.
Yeah, I'm stoked, man.
Definitely.
And then
It's
you kept,
interesting.
you stayed there and you did 1947 as well,
yeah,
right?
I stayed there for like 7 years, man.
Wow.
Yeah, right after we did the video, Tyrone was like, "Can you just stay?" And I was like, "Sure. What do you guys want? You know, like,
Damn.
do all this. Like, cool, man. Let's do it." And we started with doing little commercials, and man, I was psyched because now I got to film and shoot these dudes, and have like a team.
Yeah.
You know, like I really liked freelance. I loved working with tons of different people, and like, you know what I mean? Like I got to film like a trick of Andrew Reynolds, and I got to film a trick of Jeff Rowley, or like all these different people, and it was so cool. But then I really liked having my team of like, these are my guys, and like to have the team be like Rodrigo TX and Carl Watson and Chico, like
Dude, Chico,
it was so rad. to
You had
have.
you had a good crew around you.
around me,
too.
just in SF, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, just in SF alone, it was pretty easy. So that's kind of how I've been able to sneak and not move down to LA this whole time. Is like, I've got these dudes up here. Like, I'll just come down when you need me to. And
Yeah.
I just stayed there for as long as I could.
But that was fun though, because I would just go up to stay with you.
Yeah.
And I could get out of here.
You get out here, new spots.
Yeah, I remember there was like the commercials they were doing during the Battle at the Barracks stuff.
Yeah.
So we go up there, film that.
Yeah, we had to do one every season.
Yeah.
Because like LRG was a big sponsor of that, or like the second sponsor.
Yeah.
And so every year we had like a campaign. It was like, oh, figure out the campaign, shoot the photo for it, put the commercial together. It was fun, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it because it was literally me and Tyrone Romero.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Like, yeah, there was like higher ups, but skate was literally just us two. We
Yeah.
did whatever we wanted.
Oh, wow.
I didn't rarely got stuff approved. You know what I mean? Like
You just
by
did
the
it,
boss.
yeah.
Yeah, it was just like Ty and me. We're just like, yeah, let's do this. Okay, cool. We're doing it. I'll get the budget, dude.
Yeah, I was about to say, they got a solid budget over there.
Yeah. We had money. That was good. It was nice. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but
Yeah.
it was better than anything,
A lot,
any
for
skate
sure.
brands that I'd worked
Totally.
for. Yeah.
Totally.
And what freedom also.
Oh, dude,
know.
that was the best part.
Yeah.
For me, like especially, and being like, okay, this is how I'm gonna shoot the photos, and then talking to the art department, and like I got to like lay out ads for the first time, like be like, hey, what do you think about doing something like this and putting this here? And they'd be like, oh, cool, and then they do their spin on it, and we'd like I love that back and forth. It's so cool, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the artists that I work with at LRG, like Millhouse, all those dudes were awesome, man. It was a good time. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it's amazing, bro.
A lot of freedoms.
What happened with LRG? I mean, did you leave when everything kind of dismantled or what?
Yeah. After the video, after 1947, which was crazy because I was like, I'm not doing a full length again. Like
You were over it.
I was so done with full lengths. Yeah, I was like, I can't do that again.
Okay.
It's so gnarly. To do
Daunting.
full length.
It's
Yeah.
really-
After the
yeah.
1947 video?
Before 1947.
Oh, okay.
And then they asked me to do
Yeah.
that, and I was like, am I really gonna do this again?
Oh, fuck.
It was tough, but
You
yeah.
kind of had some new people coming into the scene, though, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, we
probably.
had Miles, we had Carlos,
Trent.
I think those
Tommy.
those are the three new guys. Well, then Tommy. I mean,
Yeah.
new guy to the team, but veteran.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh my God,
Felipe.
Yeah. God.
Or Felipe was off at right before the video came out, huh?
no, Felipe had a part.
Did he?
Yeah, he left right after, just with me.
Oh, that's what it was. He left
His
right
contract
after.
was up, just timing wise,
Ah,
and they
okay.
were. I think they were done.
They were done.
It wasn't Felipe that was done. It was they weren't going to do a skate program, and it was
Right.
just that Felipe's contract was on that month
right.
off from everyone else's, so he got let go first. It wasn't that he got latered. I got
He
latered.
didn't, they didn't renew his contract.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But that was a really, really rad time.
Mhm.
Like that whole video, those dudes. But I lost a lot of people in that video. You know, like like Kelly,
Mhm.
and I lost Carl.
Mm.
Like
Rob.
dude, Rob G.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man, I was so bummed at all these things. Adelmo.
Oh,
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I was so bummed, man. Carl's piece, Carl's one of my favorite skateboarders. Like, for sure, top 5. Mad Circle. Mad Circle was my favorite brand growing up. I just love Carl. Dude, I got a crazy story about Carl, actually, from when I was a little kid. We used to take the train up to Pier 7.
Okay.
And try and skate. Take it to Embarcadero and then skate all the way around Embarcadero, get to Pier 7, and then just skate. And, like, wow, we're here. Like, we're at the Mecca. You know what I mean? Like, this is it. And it was so sick. But it was like, don't get in that dude's way. Don't get in that dude's way.
Yeah.
Don't do this.
Sure.
Stay over here. Cool, we got it. We're staying over here. It's all good. And I saw this dude wax a ledge, and York came by, lost it on this dude. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, da-da-da-da-da. And, like, Henry was there. Dude, kick this dude out of the pier. And, like, us were, like, little dudes, like, oh, shit. Like, okay, don't wax anything. Dude.
Note to
Don't-
self.
Don't wax a thing.
Right.
Or at least
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, it was spooky, man. We were like so scared, but you know, we were like, okay, cool, we got it. And then, so you know, like you can skate the manual or you skate the ledge.
Yeah.
So I go down the manual, and all of a sudden there's this dude flying to hit the ledge, and so boom, clap, big dude. I don't know who he is, but he's big. Cause I just see a giant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm falling over. He falls over, and I'm like, oh, I'm dead. These dudes are gonna kill me. I'm dead. That's what they did to the dude that waxed the ledge.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
I'm dead, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I was spooked, and I'm like looking around, and then like all of a sudden I just look up, and it's Carl. Hey, what's up, man? You okay, brother? Oh, it's all good, dude. Yeah. I'm like, oh, like so scared, dude. But
It was the right
it was
person
the
to run.
one
Yeah.
person.
I know.
Yeah.
Anybody, that's definitely the right
Yeah,
person.
just hook me up. Yeah, brother. Yeah, it's sick. All right. I'm like, probably didn't say a word. Just like,
I mean, listen, runs into a guy mid collision, still happy.
Yeah.
Still happy.
so stoked. Yeah.
Stoked.
And I mean, I knew once I turned around, I was like, oh my God, it's Carl Watson. You know, like, oh my God, towering over me.
Fuck,
Yeah.
How old were you?
I was little. I was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we took the train up. You know, we
Yeah.
didn't drive, so I know that for sure.
Yeah.
But ever since, I mean, Carl, like I was so psyched to work on the Carl part. It ended up being like an Organica video part that he did.
The one where he does the nose mail to 360 to nose
To nose
manual.
manual.
That was one of the craziest mail tricks
Dude,
I've
we
ever
spent
seen.
so much time getting that, and I told him,
I
I
bet.
told him to do that. I was like, Carl, you know, you always do that. Try and hold it to nose manual.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he was like, what if? You know, like Carl, like just mathematically, like thinking of it, like, how am I gonna do this? And he's like, I can do it, man. And yeah, it was amazing.
That's one of the coolest mail tricks I've ever seen.
Didn't he
Dude,
have
that was
some
awesome.
weird song playing. Not weird, but like.
It's like drums and like bells and stuff. In that part? Or are you talking about a different part?
Are you
I
talking
thought
about
it was that part. The flutes.
the
or
Mad
something?
Circle part?
Was that the Mad Circle part?
Well, there's the
Or
Mad Circle part with the flutes.
Yeah,
flutes?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
maybe that's the part.
5 flavors, I think.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. It was a different
Sick.
song than normal.
Yeah.
It was sick,
Yeah.
dude.
It was
I
Oh,
liked
it's
sick.
great.
Yeah.
It was-
But then
it
look at
worked
his
so well.
his Give Me My Money Chico part. He skates to Public Image Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
that's-
like, where the hell did that come from?
Yes.
It worked great.
Looked great. Yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't want them to. Oh, I think Clairval talked about this.
Yeah.
Yeah. How they didn't want to use that song. Yeah.
Mm.
They
I remember
pushed it,
that.
huh?
Yeah, I remember him Clairval. I mean, like they don't like the song. I was like, dude, no
Oh,
way.
because they told him to, but then he went behind their backs and actually put it in
we
the
just ran
video.
it.
Yeah.
We're like, do we have to run this?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is too good.
yeah.
Yeah. And then they're like, this is great, dude. Like, at the premiere, like so hammered and psyched. Like,
After the fact, so
yeah. I'm like, later.
That premiere was fun.
That premiere was wild, man.
Yeah. Got
Yeah. I got my own hotel room. Oh my God, it was crazy.
at a nice hotel.
I had
though.
a nice hotel room.
Yeah, that
I
was
was like,
sick.
this is
What
nuts.
hotel
I've
was
never
that?
seen this.
Sofitel.
Sofitel? Was that what it
Sofitel.
was?
I don't even know. Yeah. I stayed there. The whole team did.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, that was probably it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, going from like skate budgets of like
Yeah.
5 dudes in a hotel room. You're like, oh yeah, here's your room. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Who am I hanging out with?
Everyone
dude?
had their own room.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
sick.
That
This
was
is
wild.
even a Motel 6.
Yeah.
Motel, whatever it's called.
Dude,
Yeah.
I mean, how many like, like ears for sure. Like Justin Williams, like go up to the Motel 6, like, just need a 2-bed for me and my little buddy. Like that's it, And there's like 7 dudes around the corner.
Right,
Like,
yeah,
did you get the key?
yeah.
Like going quick.
So
Yeah,
good,
so many of those.
Oh,
like
yeah.
one bathroom, 7 dudes just laid out on the floor.
Yeah, that's cool. You guys had a celebratory moment. To
Yeah.
like, how you guys accomplished the video. You
That was cool,
finished,
man.
I
I didn't really feel like that much of a part of it. Like I really felt it was these dudes and like Anthony's video, and I was stoked to be a part of it. But I was like, really stoked that they welcomed me into it. It was cool.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You played a big role.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did.
But yeah, on to 1947, it was awesome. It was just a lot of changes, But even that crew, as the team had evolved or morphed into what it was still really sick. It was still really sick. So that's why they named it 1947. It was about LRG, the brand, uses 1947 as a nod to family. It's Jonas, one of the founders. His mom was born then. It's his nod to family, and so it was our nod back to it.
Okay.
Because this was our squad, and everyone was really tight, and just got along great and had such a good time making that thing.
Sick.
That's how that came together. And yeah, young Miles Silvas, young Carlos. I got to like help and work with a lot of really rad dudes.
That's the best part, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
All this-
so proud of
yeah.
those guys.
Wow, look where they are now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's
Right.
all on them, like 100%.
Yeah.
But I'm so honored to have like just been there.
Yeah.
But you played a role also. That's what I'm saying. It takes a village. The skateboarding thing.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like there's a filmer, photographer. I mean, it's way more than filming an Instagram clip here and there with your buddies. Like we, blood, sweat, and tears go into this thing on both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
So,
Yeah, that's something I was actually just talking to Tyrone about. Is like what's kind of lost recently with, oh yeah, here, just film this with my phone, my buddy, and da-da-da. Whereas like someone coaching you or helping you like create a video part that is, really shows who you are and what you can do and where you are in skateboarding. And you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
it's like kind of a bummer that like some kids won't be able to experience that or just kind of have that's not really around as much.
Yeah.
Well,
It
it's not the
is.
main focus.
No,
it's not
yeah.
the main focus anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be the main focus.
It used to be
Right,
everything.
right.
Yeah.
Well,
Everything.
you got to think about it. Before there was an objective to making these videos. Also, it's to make money. They would sell the videos, right? Now, there's not. Now it's more brand awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to speak. You're
Marketing.
investing this money
Yeah.
into a marketing brand awareness thing. You're not going to recoup anything from this video,
Yep.
other than maybe like sales, clothing, boards. There's no tangible thing to sell with a video.
Yeah, I
you
think
know?
the Me My Money Chico video was even free.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah, they put it in like
Yeah, you couldn't
skateboard
charge
mag
at
or
that
something.
time.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It
So-
really
That's when
all
it started
just
to slowly trickle away as far as selling these videos.
Mm-hmm.
it got all the eyeballs on it.
Yeah.
But where's the like gold of like, oh, I got it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right. Yeah, going back to what you're saying, it's just creating awareness.
It's it's brand awareness now. It's that's why I wish like a lot of companies would just pivot and keep those videos alive. I mean, like we look at Illegal Civ. You know, look at that video that Jolly did.
Yeah.
It's like that's what, a couple million views
Huge.
now. It's like
Huge.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that thank God these full length videos aren't dead.
Yeah.
There's still a way to do them.
No, that's absolutely right, man. I think that's really cool, and I do like hat goes off to Jolly for that.
Fuck
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It's incredible.
that's cool that he did still in this day make something special that even though it wasn't sold, it's still appreciated.
Well, you
like
got to
that.
look at it
Totally.
this way too. These kids nowadays, that's going to be their goldfish or their virtual
know.
reality.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they're going to be, that's their video.
I hope it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
hope
think
it is.
it
I
is.
hope that
Yeah,
they
it definitely
digest
is,
it
for sure.
and keep it sacred that way.
I
Yeah.
think they will. I think
Yeah.
that video was received like that.
I think that video was.
I think.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a rare one though.
It is.
For
I feel
sure.
like there's not many of those, but maybe
Right.
there weren't.
Right.
I mean,
Well, that was like a natural homie video.
Totally.
Mhm.
And that goes a long way. That
Yeah.
energy, you can't deny that shit. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
yeah.
It was a good squad. Filming was right. Music, everything they put together.
Yeah, the feeling was great.
feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a good job with the music,
Everything.
Music is
Everything.
obviously, again, very important.
And put the personality they put in and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's very important, man. It's
Yeah.
very important. I just hope that we don't lose this
Me too.
like full length thing, because nowadays everybody, they put the parts on Thrasher or they're this or that, or they split the video up.
Mhm.
You don't get a vibe
Yeah.
from that. You
Yeah.
get a vibe from that person. You don't get a vibe from the team and the company. It's really, or they'll put out the video after they put out these parts, and
Yeah.
it's like, man, what are you guys trying to like? You're really just trying to go after these views, aren't you? You're not really trying to
Yeah.
embrace what this company or team's about.
Yeah.
I'm
you know?
excited though. We got a couple big videos coming out
Mhm.
either at the end of this year and the beginning of next year, which
Mm.
chocolate videos coming out very soon.
That's true.
I don't know the date. And the primitive videos. So these are very
Yeah.
big monumental videos that I'm looking forward to.
Totally.
That I think will still have a big impact as far
Yeah.
as like the full length aspect is.
I hope
know
so.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, absolutely.
I think
Yeah.
so, and I hope so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wishful thinking.
Totally. I mean, I want that for people. I want that's why we're here. That's why I'm here. I enjoy making stuff like that. I want to keep creating stuff like that, and that's why like with New Balance, I'm super psyched because like
Fuck yeah.
they're here, keep making videos. I'm like, all right, let's do it. You gotta move to LA? No problem.
What are you guys gonna do, bro? Are you guys gonna do a full length?
Yeah, we're gonna do
video?
full length.
Yeah.
Wow.
We're gonna do some- yeah.
You said you'd never do a full length again.
I know, and that was even
Those
before
words
it.
going on
I
here?
can't get away from it, man. I can't. Get
Listen,
away
you're
from
good at it. You make good videos, and that's the main thing.
Yeah.
It's like if you make good shit, people are gonna watch it. So
You got a good team.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's.
fucking fabulous team.
I mean, that's what I have to owe a lot of it to.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't make a great video without great skateboarders.
bro.
And there's going to be a
all-
good
it's
budget behind
really on
that
them.
to help make
hope-
sure that this video can be
Yeah.
the best it can be.
Yeah, that's a really amazing part. Is like they have the ability to really help me and the skaters
Totally.
do what they want to do and make this thing, make whatever we
important.
do. Yeah.
It's
For sure.
important, man.
So-
travel, all that stuff.
You're managing the video department. Does that mean you're still out in the streets and doing all that stuff?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I mean, I get to I've pretty much worked on most of the commercials that you've seen in the last year, and Luke handles some, and Tim handled the Brandon Westgate part from last year. But yeah, I'll definitely be working on every project we have. I'll definitely be filming it, and I'll definitely be like, I would say directing most of them. I'd like to give some off to some other people. Like Luke is working on a part with Jake Hayes.
Ooh,
It's really
nice.
cool so far. Yeah, I've been we've been going over it, and it's really cool. And that's kind of like, his thing to do, and it's rad. And Samaria is working on something with him, and Ronnie Kessner is working on something with him too. So there's some really cool stuff that I'm but that he's handling.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's other things that I'm handling, and then there's stuff where we all handle together as a group.
So you kind of oversee all the videos.
I oversee, but still 100% involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Still filming and still planning stuff. I had shot something with Jamie Foy that's coming out, and
Man.
it's been going great. Yeah, Dude, I'm lucky, man. Like I said,
that.
like, you know, those are the guys that make my job easy. You know, like they
Super
make
talented, bro.
like
Jesus.
the commercial. Like, oh, the commercial's amazing. Yeah. Well, did you see Jamie Foy do that trick? Like, yeah, of course it's amazing.
Yeah.
Could have filmed it with
Yeah.
whatever, and it's gonna be good.
Dude, you guys got, man, Tiago. I mean, listen.
Squad over there, no doubt.
Full length video out of New Balance would be incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they've definitely got some heavy dudes on that team. Yeah, Tiago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
is
dude.
pretty
How
wild.
do you choose last part for
Yeah,
that,
man.
man?
Don't
Jamie
get me
Foy,
started.
Tiago.
We haven't even
you got
really
Brandon
started yet.
Westgate.
I'm already worried.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
my
already worried.
God, you just flip a coin, huh?
See how this works out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they're all rad. They're all rad dudes, man. I'm really lucky.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're great. Yeah. New Balance is you're killing it, man. Congrats on. I know it's almost been a year, but
Yeah.
congrats
Thanks.
on that.
Sure.
That's
Thanks.
incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it
Yeah.
still feels new because I mean, I just moved down here.
It's just starting.
So it's really feels super
yeah.
new to me and just evolving constantly.
Fuck
So
yeah,
I'm
man.
psyched.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so New Balance. New Balance video to get ready for. No date set or anything, but you're just gonna start.
No, we're
something.
really
Gonna start.
really in the early
Okay.
stages of
Okay.
figuring it out.
Let me tell you
talking.
something though. These people, I mean, you could go for a year
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just about to say that.
and get that video done.
Oh, I know. It's crazy, man. Like I mean,
Fuck.
you
Couple
know,
trips and
Yeah.
yeah.
Call
dude,
it a wrap.
I mean, think of Bag of Suck. Like, what I think it was 4 years they worked on it. And I was really just involved in the last year. And
Mhm.
I mean, 1947, that was easy 3 to 4 years. Yeah, it's like
And this is going to be from the beginning, like where you're starting the project.
this is starting the project.
Yeah.
Yeah,
beginning to end.
it's gonna be a cool one. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fast. Those dudes are
Yeah,
so.
they produce,
quick.
bro. I
Yeah.
mean, if you see what they just throwing on the gram, you're just like, okay.
But that's the
I
thing.
know.
Like,
I know.
skaters are so good now
Mm-hmm.
that like, if like the majority of skaters that you see non-team wise are that good, team dudes and pros like top dudes, it's psycho. It's like Jamie Foy, and Tiago,
Easy.
Brandon, like those are dudes that are like, oh my god,
They
like
produce
it's
so
so
easy.
wild. Yeah. What I
crazy.
really like about New Balance, to be honest, is the different type of all the different skaters that they have.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for
it's
sure.
such a rad like mix of people.
Yeah.
It's not just like here's the top dudes and that's it. You know, it's
yeah.
like there's so many different people that skate different ways.
Yeah,
and
very
Tom
diverse.
K,
Yeah.
dude. You got
Dude,
Tom K on there.
so cool, man. I just
Yeah.
worked on this 272 shoe video with him and Ronnie Kessner, Cookie, and Jordan.
Jordan
and-
Taylor.
Yeah, Jordan Gordo.
Yeah.
And I think that was it. I'm blowing it. Oh yeah, Trey Williams. Thank you.
Oh, dope.
I knew I missed something in there. But yeah, like so rad to work with like all these dudes,
Yeah.
like totally different skaters and in their own ways, and yeah, really lucky, man.
Sick.
Yeah, Samaria, dude. I worked with Samaria on some stuff, and I like was so psyched on her, man.
She's
so good.
Yeah, she's great,
She's
dude.
so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You guys got some other women up in there too, right?
Mm-hmm. Marina,
Marina.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
She's rad.
dude. I'm like so into it. I
She
think
is so sick.
Just like even just the stuff, to be honest, like just the stuff she puts on Instagram, like
it's
flat ground.
so good.
She's got proper hard
oh my
flip. Yeah.
God, yeah.
Yeah, I worked on like a little thing with her that actually ended up being like for a New Balance like brand piece, not just for skateboarding.
Mhm.
And yeah, just watching her like warm up and stuff, I was like, Jesus, dude, like you're killing it.
Oh, yeah, you put her in like you guys had like a big
We had a big production. Yeah.
production for was it a part of the Olympics or what was it
I think I don't really know where our part ended. They had like a big brand thing that had like basketball dudes and tennis, and
baseball?
everything.
Yeah.
All like these huge athletes. And then like skateboarding got a little like couple seconds in there of the minute or whatever it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, we made like a little piece, and they took a little snips of it to put in the main piece, but then we had like our smaller piece. That was cool, featuring Marina, and
Right.
Tiago and Jack.
I'm telling you, man. Hold on to Marina.
I know.
I mean, she's only like 17, 18 years old. Like,
Yeah.
she's just getting started.
Just getting started.
She's
I
going to
totally
be
agree.
a fucking force, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's
And dude,
amazing.
can we talk about Jack Hurton real quick, bro?
Can we talk about him for a while?
Yeah, dude. How I still trip out that he's still
Killing
on
it.
fire.
Yeah. I just went to DC with him. We're working on a shoe, that is probably going to come out whenever this comes out. And it's him at Pulaski and DC area. He killed it, dude.
He's so
Of
rad.
course.
He killed it.
He's always like that dude, just on
He's
trips.
maintained that
Yeah.
that flow.
Yeah.
No, he's gotten better and better. It's not like
He's
And
switched.
Not that he's
stuff.
maintained, not that he's like evened out, but
Yeah.
he's
No,
maintained.
he's still
this-
going.
as far as being here and consistent, like as far as in the skateboard industry,
love
it's no
it.
joke. For
Yeah,
And he
sure.
did all the shit he's done back in the day still. Like, Nolly Nose Blunt Clipper.
Switch King of Clipper.
Oh, yeah.
Or
Switch
maybe-
flip 50-50.
Yeah. Maybe just King of Clipper.
King of Clipper.
Maybe we'll just leave it there. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, what else? Recently a switch heel crook up Pier 7 ledge.
Dude, so sick.
I was like, what, dude? You're
Bruh.
still so good.
Still so
How old is
good.
Jack? How old is he?
I think he's like 38.
He's my age,
Get
38.
Yeah, I
I
think.
love that, bro.
Yeah.
So good.
He
Yeah.
ain't slowing down.
He's not
Yeah.
slowing down. Yeah,
No,
that's
that's-
the wild part. You're like, damn, Jack, you're still going, buddy.
Yeah, the 37-year-old, 38-year-old, man. I mean,
Still killing it?
Paul the other day, bro. We were like,
Paul's different.
I know Paul's different. But still, Paul's different. And believe me, he's 38 though. He's 37 or whatever the case
He's,
is. But like,
he's
or about to be 37.
About to be 37.
Yeah. I'm highly impressed by these guys that are scaling the age bracket here.
It's so funny too because these are the guys that we watched as kids.
Yeah.
And how old are we? Jesus.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Motherfuckers old.
But it's like, yo, that 37,
39.
39.
Right.
Oh, I
Done?
just.
Who, me? 39?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
We'll all take it. We'll all take it. Listen, I have the body of a 38-year-old though.
There you go.
I back it.
You have no idea what I'm talking about. Listen,
I don't
fucking-
either.
We were lost right there.
No, but if you're 40 years old and you have the body of a 39-year-old, it's like you
Yeah.
you have the same body as a 40-year-old.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm going backwards.
Yeah.
For sure. I got to get on your jump rope trip,
Yeah, I'll get you some.
please.
Yes, got you.
I'm just like, brr,
Yeah.
Well, you're busy. You got
I'm
your
busy.
family, you got kid, you got a full-time job.
Yeah.
Just moved down to LA.
All right,
Listen,
thanks, guys.
You're
Yeah,
just
better.
finding your groove.
I feel better now.
Yeah.
Bro, you're the man, bro. You're killing it, man.
Thank you.
Straight
And
up.
listen, you could come back anytime you want.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean, I feel like we could, go over stuff you filmed
Sure.
and stuff like that.
Oh,
Fun
yeah, it'd be
shit,
fun.
fun
Yeah.
photos you've taken.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
we could have a really good time on a stop and chat.
Yeah.
I'd love to.
For
Yeah.
sure, yeah.
No, I'd love to.
That'd
But
be really
that just
fucking
reminded
rad.
me I have something for you guys.
What?
I brought gifts, dude. Isn't that like the thing to do?
Listen,
Mark started it. I'm going to
You-
keep it going.
I'm not going to say no. I
we're not
love
gonna
gifts.
say-
Not mad at that.
But
Just,
listen.
just little gifts.
Okay.
You want to do that first?
Yeah,
Anytime
let's do it right now. We got gifts for you too, bro.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
I just had a-
Oh, we got prints,
So I got a print. I got a
bro.
prints site on my website.
Oh.
And,
What's your website?
It's just KyleCamarillo.com.
Oh.
Really simple.
CAMRAILLO.
CAMARILLO.
There you go.
Just
That's what I
like
said.
Nora
Oh
Vasconcelos.
God!
Did I say that?
Don't get me started on
All
that.
right, this one's for you, buddy.
Oh, that's for me.
Yep, you got Carol.
Yeah.
And guess what? Doug's got
dude.
Carol too.
Nice.
But I had to get you SF.
I like that.
Had to get you
Still
SF.
city shot here.
Yo, Roger, I know you're in the back, buddy, but you got Gons.
Fuck yeah. Thank
Oh,
you.
got
wow.
Damn.
But
And you didn't get Kelly nothing.
Kelly,
Right.
you got
Amazing.
A photo of
He gets the
himself.
you got,
big
the, you got the
dog.
big dog. Dude.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
Kyle, I'm gonna have to ask you
but
to
I
leave
think it
right
might
now.
be it might be of you.
the reason Kelly got the big dog is because this has been this was for art like a photo show I had, and
Oh.
it's just kind of been sitting, and I was like, who else is gonna want this Tom Asta print? It's gigantic.
Thomas Staub,
Oh.
Yeah, dude,
his
so
boy.
you're like Tom's my boy.
Yeah.
He's your boy.
Yeah.
Tom's like the dude I would room with on every LRG trip. That's my dog. But I
Is that
got
heel flip, by the way?
Oh, upside down. This photo, I remember this
You
photo.
gotta,
Ooh.
see, you guys
Oh,
can
yeah.
easily do
That's
some of
a
that.
sick
You gotta
one,
find a
bro.
spot for
Dude,
Wow.
thank you,
That's
bro.
a dope
You got
one.
the big
You
Tom.
hang that shit up.
I'm definitely.
He's gonna hang
I'm
that
gonna-
above his bed
Yeah.
on the
big
ceiling.
Tom.
I'm gonna frame that thing.
Yeah, but see,
Thank you.
He's got the problem. He has to find a frame for a 20 by 40
Oh, fuck.
photo.
You gotta have to custom. That's a custom kit.
That's custom.
Might cost you something, but
I'll figure it out.
just put in the.
I'll put on a
bathroom.
nightclub card.
That'd be
Hey,
good.
shout out! Thank God you don't have one, man. Listen,
Where's that S chart at?
yeah, what are you talking about? This?
So rad.
Got the mug up there and everything. Every episode.
Thank you so
Listen,
much, bro.
I know. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
There's more, but I was like,
no, it's
that's
great.
what I
I
picked.
just noticed a little
dude.
plane
Little
up
plane.
there.
That's not Photoshop.
That's amazing. That would be funny if it was.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Can I
I'm
see
gonna
that?
put a little plane in there.
Can I see
You
it,
can't
Chris?
go wrong with MC, dude.
I know. Heel flip.
Oh, dope. USC.
Yeah, like dude, classic, right? I was
Yeah.
so hyped to shoot that photo. That's the only photo Like I was the first photo I got a shot of Mike, and I was so psyched. Heel flip USC. Like
It's a great photo.
Yeah.
Those
It is.
clouds,
That's
the
the-
plane, the little taco.
So that's
truck.
ledges are done at that point, right? There's the gravels in the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, gravel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more recent. I mean, a couple years ago, but definitely,
yeah.
Carol.
definitely was hyped.
Mike
Great
Carroll.
heel flipper too.
Yes, he is.
Mhm.
It's a good heel flipper.
Yes, he is.
All right, man. Well, we got gifts for you.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
I'll take them.
Yeah.
Bro. What size shirt do you wear? What size sweater?
I'm a medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got you.
I don't know. I think I could do large. I think it's getting a little short, but
No, you guys.
I don't think it's working,
got the
dude.
medium.
You got a medium. man.
Thank
I'm
you
getting
for
my
this,
dad
bro.
bod. I might end up being a large at some point.
You stab. Listen, we'll send you a box when that happens.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna put this over here.
Yeah, do your thing. It's all good.
I love it.
Yeah, thank you for that.
You're welcome,
Bro,
You're
I have
welcome.
so many prints now. I really need to
I
take a
know.
trip
Me
to
too.
a framing store.
Dude, I just saw like over there. I was like, damn, you guys got a lot of rad shit.
Dude.
We got a lot of stuff.
That's cool, man.
We got a lot of stuff. Thank you, Kelly. Listen,
Thank
we just
you.
got, first of all, bro, Kyle, listen, this won't be the
Thank you,
last
man.
time, bro.
Yeah,
Come
thank
back
you.
anytime you
No,
want,
seriously,
man.
thank you guys for having me. Like,
my man.
for reals.
My man.
Thanks, Kelly.
Great
Thanks,
stories,
Roger.
bro.
Cool.
Great stories.
Coming to you, dude.
Bag of suck.
Probably forgot
I mean, I
a
know the
bunch of
bag of
stuff.
suck took up like almost half the episode, but bro, it was so fascinating.
Cool,
dude.
man. Cool.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a lot of wild times,
I love
and just in a
every bit
year.
of it.
That's the craziest part,
Isn't that
because
crazy?
it seemed like so long to me.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like such a big part of my life.
Right.
And it's just like, oh, it was really just like a year or something, year and change or
MJ
something.
buying you the computer to fit.
Yeah, that's
big.
so
big.
cool.
That
Brought-
helped
brought a tear.
tremendously, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Brought a
I
tear
paid him
to
back.
my eye.
I paid him back
Oh,
a
you
couple
did?
years later. I sent him a check.
No,
way.
really?
Yeah.
Did he ever cash it?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, he did.
Oh yeah, he did.
That's amazing.
No, I had to, man. You know what I mean? Like, he never asked me to, but like,
Yeah.
I was just
You
like,
just felt that right.
Yeah.
That was the right thing.
well,
to do.
then you know, he started. He helped my career, you know, and,
Yeah.
and did me a big solid. At least I can
You
do.
should have sent him the computer back.
Thank you. I got
It's a little old.
5 years later,
It's fried.
Thanks. I got a new one.
Yeah,
9 Club mug. I don't know if you.
that's
drink
my second
coffee
one
or anything.
I already have a 9 Club.
What do you
mug.
mean? How did
I have
you
a
get
white
one?
one.
What? Who
Yeah.
gave that to you?
Secret dudes, I know the 9 Club. So
Secret
now I got one for
news.
me and one for the lady.
There we
I
go.
love it.
Nice.
I love it.
She'll
Listen,
be stoked.
we just got this stuff in.
Cool.
It's really nice. Our motto here that Jerron kind of coined is skaters supporting skaters. Huh?
Love it.
You're all about that, right?
All about that.
There's a nice medium. Skaters
No.
supporting skaters.
F the rest of them.
Bro, we just did a collab with a rad company called Grip 6 belts.
Oh, cool.
Got a nice belt here for you. I
Sick,
assume you're
man.
a size 32 like I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it out. It's a nice little. It's interesting belt because there's no buckle or you just put it through the hole and it sticks there.
Stays.
Hey, pull it out real quick.
Yeah,
I just
let's
want to the belt.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Whoa, that's crazy, dude.
So you put it through there. No, the other way. You go the other top to
Oh,
bottom,
going this way.
and then look. But you can't pull it apart.
That's crazy, dude.
Isn't that dope?
Yeah, that's weird.
Oh, we love these. I'm wearing one right now, man. I went and skated in them, bro. They're so good.
Really?
They don't. My pants. I put it where I want it, and it doesn't. It
stays.
doesn't move.
Look at that,
It
dude.
stays. Look at that. Huh?
Looks good. Looks good, boys.
That's our Grip 6 belt, man.
Looks good.
Shout out them. They're fucking rad. Also,
Gunmetal.
another Drawn, huh? Coined. He was on our experience show one time before. He said 1,000%, probably 1,000 times.
It was a lot.
Very close.
And
Yeah.
so we got the nice 1,000% sweaters.
1,000.
Nice crew neck for you, my man.
Do we do like the sound bite? You got the 1,000?
I don't have it right here. Fuck.
What kind of sweater are those?
Those are Russell.
Yeah.
Russell Athletics.
The good people at Russell.
Yeah, they hooked us up with some
Coined by the
nice
Dubs.
stuff. Coined by the Dubs.
I like it.
So we got the Russell Athletic shirt and the sweatshirt and the belt and the mug.
I'm
It's
ready.
proper. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
We got you outfitted.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Fit it up.
I love
Fit
it.
it. Oh,
We
bro,
love it.
You already know, man.
Yeah.
Bro,
Thanks.
this was great.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you,
Damn.
Kyle. Yeah.
No,
thanks,
thank you
Kyle.
guys. For
Where are
reals.
you in the area? Do you have to drive far to go home?
No.
Okay.
Arcadia? I don't know. It's like an
The
hour,
fuck?
actually.
Where's that?
Yeah, exactly.
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, right now, at least there's no traffic.
You could have hit
Could
us
care
up,
less.
man. We
That's
would have
true.
told you where to move to. I mean, Arcadia. I
Yeah,
don't
where
know.
am I? Yeah, I'm out there, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good, though.
It's nice out there. It's nice.
I'm not
Nice
saying it's
area.
not nice.
It's
I'm
get,
just-
it's getting wild over here, dude. On the drive over here, I was like,
Yeah, it's nuts.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, highly active over here.
And,
It's
well,
active.
especially tonight, there was a lot of police activity up the street.
Yeah, that's what Roger
Oh
said.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'll talk
It
about
might,
it
it
later.
might be still be going on.
Yeah, I don't
It's
even
still
know.
going on.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's go join the party.
No.
Should we go over there?
No,
Let's go.
no, let's not.
Oh,
There's
bro.
a guy with a gun to his
No,
head.
I'm gonna bring them.
yeah,
Oh,
that's-
really?
Yeah.
You really just
Damn. Ouch.
Yeah,
assaulted
so
that
extra.
one
And
for us.
apparently he's wanted for attempted murder.
Oh, well, they're going to get him.
Let's get him on the 9 Club.
only a
Maybe
matter
he'll
of
feel
time.
better.
Way to change the mood there.
Yeah. Thanks,
Way to
Kelly.
change the mood.
That's what was going on.
I just said there's police activity. Okay, I knew what was going on. I just didn't bring it up. I knew it would dampen them. Anyway, Kyle, thanks,
yeah.
Oh.
thanks for coming on.
Bring
the show,
put the
man.
sign back up to end
Appreciate
it.
that.
Actually, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Dun, 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 dun,
there you go.
Hey.
Right there. Roll the credits.
Roll it.